Appreciate it. So go ahead. I'm recording. You no longer hear that recording in progress because I'm recording through Streamlabs. I know it takes a
one of our beloved traditions.
That's okay. That's okay. Look, we got it.
Wait,
We got that
Jameson
covered.
can do
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say, Jameson,
Jameson
can you
can do it.
Jameson
please?
can always kick it off for us. He's not feeling
Well, what am I kicking off?
Yeah,
In
Yeah.
progress.
Do the recording in progress for us.
Oh. How's it? Recording in progress.
There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, I feel so
Thank
much
you.
better.
All right, and
Now
now
we
Sean
can-
leaves. And now Sean
Now
leaves.
Sean leaves.
Bye, guys.
And he has trouble getting back in.
Messes up Malcolm's little pictures here.
Jeez, yes. Stop
Malcolm's
it.
like every time you accidentally leave a call, you lose a level. That's what the new punishment is going to be.
By the way, do I sound okay? Does my mic, does the music sound okay? Okay. Well,
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Then I think we're ready to start. I'll go ahead. I'll just set the scene, and then once I do that, we'll dive back in as usual. You all know the order, so let's go back to the first layer of Hail, Avernus. 1 second here, so I find where I want to begin. We are going to pick up tonight about several hours after the chase. And under these gray, gloomy skies, the demon grinder, on those heavy treads, slowly comes to a halt on the shore of the river Styx. There's that red flowing, almost like, looks like blood flowing by, huge, great distance across it. Chukka and Clonk dismount, and they start to dismount and take the bikes, the devil rides, off the racks and set them on the shore. And there are only 4 now, as I believe there were originally 5, as one was destroyed in the chase across the bridge. Kildren and Araka come swooping down from the skies and land on these blackened shores, as that, crimson liquid pushes up, washing through these like sandy soil against their clawed feet. And Lady Silverclaw and Stagat, and the rest of you, as the side at the top of this thing opens, kind of hisses, you'd all kind of get out of your cramped quarters and stretch as you stand on the shore. Most of you are sad to lose the protection of the behemoth, the demon grinder, but yes, you did get a long rest.
We did.
But also, unfortunately, sad that you don't have the protection, but also happy to be outside of such a cramped environment. Mad Maggie opens her compartment, kind of standing on top of the demon grinder, looking at all of you. And she goes, well, she were, kind of sooty teeth. This is where we all part, folks. Ain't nothing big enough to float this big bitch across them waters. And looking at it, everyone can tell that that's definitely not water. The chaos was fun, and I hope you all get back safe, or don't. Don't ever say night hags aren't friendly. And Araka and tell Asmodeus, I did my part, and I just want to be left alone now. And Silverclaw, you stay sweet, and Stagat, well, you're always welcome to stay with me, sweetie. My skin has seen better years, but I can keep you warm. So
And I'm now kind of giving him a little shoulder nudge forward, like, come on, man.
I picture Sagat like stepping behind
She's
Demetria.
not
like,
behind it. She's like, suit yourself. You're going to get yourself killed anyway. And then, as the guy says kind of nothing to that, kind of a little stepping behind.
Can I give her a little flyer to the House of Spirits? If you ever find yourself in the material plane, come by. This gets you half off an appetizer.
Is this an invitation, young Alex?
Who?
Oh, sorry. I don't sleep. Robbie.
That's infernal for a little boy. That's what that's the infernal word for a little boy.
That's right.
Is this an invitation, Robbie?
Yes.
I might make my way into this location, but don't be alarmed. I come through your dreams.
Oh, I've had that happen before.
And as you are talking
Demetrius
to her,
also
she's
nodding like,
a
yeah.
night hag, so that's the way
Happens.
she would make it over there if she did one.
Empy cuts eyes at Robbie and makes a look of disgust.
I'm confused.
I mean, I don't know which is worse because I was initially imagining her sitting down at the bar next to Volo and how badly that could go because we also gave him the same coupon.
Yeah, write a whole new book.
Give me a second.
Oh, would it have been wild if he had brought Volo instead of Sagat?
Tempe, you're staring
Oh,
at
that'd be
the.
crazy.
You're kind of being like disgusted by all this weirdness of hell, and you look at the ground, and I don't know why this is. It's not even really. It's just one of those weird things about hell. You're drawn to looking in the sand and that kind of blackened sand, and you see a pair of soggy old socks just laying there on the shore. But your eyes kind of drawn to them lying there. And as you can start to hear the bone grinder, the demon grinder, beginning to rumble away, you slowly are starting to hear the whooshing sound. Whoosh, whoosh. And as you look at the water behind you, a large wooden raft, big enough for the entire group and your devil rides, is being navigated by a single figure. And this figure is pale and deathly thin. You almost mistake it for a living skeleton itself. Its face is never, it's completely cloaked, but its face is never revealed, but it is kind of just rowing into close to the shore. And then it stretches out a very, desiccated hand as though waiting for payment. And that's
Oh
where
God,
we
he's
will
homeless.
Open tonight's session.
Tempe does the.
I
Demetrius will
definitely
pull
want
out.
to.
I'm not touching anybody's hand, but can I kick
I'll pay
the-
for
the
you. I'll
sock?
pay for you, jackass.
Can I kick whatever I see in the sand?
Excuse me?
Can I examine like with my foot whatever I see in the sand?
It's
Whatever
some two pair of soggy socks. They look like
Matching socks, like a pair of
pair
socks,
of
or
socks, yeah.
like are they rolled up together? Does it feel like something's in them?
They're kind of like laid out on the ground.
we wanted to go shopping. Malcolm's like, there you go.
I'm not gonna pick them up
Yeah.
for sure. So I'm gonna leave them right there.
Okay.
Amnon will walk over and drop five gold coins into his hand.
And the figure takes the coins and just lets them fall in the dirt, almost like shocked.
I knew it wouldn't take regular gold.
Eh,
many-
God
And it,
damn
like,
it.
extends
I-
its hand
Amnon
back
picks them
up.
back up.
How many of those soul coins we got?
I have 5. Can I give him a soul coin?
You can.
Thieving has its moments.
I will also have everyone but Robbie just give me a D2 roll.
D2.
D2.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. Or roll a D4.
Odds are evens.
Yeah. and
Yeah.
Do 1, 2,
Yeah.
just 1, and yeah.
2.
2.
You'd be like to the coin, be like, I'm sorry, unless you're evil.
You can't roll a D2 in D&D Beyond? What the fuck?
No, you can on Owlbear. On Owlbear, you can.
Interesting.
I'll just flip something. Flip
Odd.
a coin. If I have a coin.
You can literally do a D4 and 1 and 2
Oh,
is
yeah.
1 and 3
Mhm.
is
Yeah,
2.
you're right.
Yeah, I did a D20 and I
Or
just
D4
did
in half,
odds are
or
even.
cut in half.
I got odd.
Okay. So you got 1. So total those up.
I got
That is how many soul coins total that also Lady Silverclaw has left. So what was that? That's 1, 2. Was that 4?
I got 2.
So you got 2, and Amnon has 2. So she has 5, and then Ravi has 5. So you all have 10 right now.
Perfect. That's us plus the NPCs.
Yeah.
And Axel.
But those are all silver claws, so you have to ask her for them, which she probably will give them to you. But just making sure you know that she has those. So Tempe has these. So Tempe gives a soul coin over to the fairy creature, ferryman. And as those coins are almost the size of its palm, right? Kind of curls and holds it, and it almost it begins to smoke and shrink into its hand until it clutches it, and then it releases, and the coin is gone, and then it just simply steps back and gestures for you all to board.
Did it take 1 coin for all of us, or is it taking
one
like a
coin
stack?
for all?
Oh, cool. Cool, dope. So we have Silverhand does 5. I'm writing that down.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You're welcome.
Damn.
Swap my drink. I can hear you guys though.
So moments later, unless
Hell's group Uber is a bargain.
you all are drifting across the river of blood and lost souls, and it kind of smells metallic, but it feels overly. The environment is overly oppressive. It almost feels like a weight on your back the entire time. Kind of melancholy, this journey, and I imagine that most of the time you're traveling across the river. In a weird way, most of you aren't even compelled to really speak, as you're kind of lost in your own internal thoughts.
If I look down into the water, what does it look like? Can I see? Is it just opaque like blood?
It's like blood. It's opaque like blood, and as you look into the water, you actually see, Demetria, something kind of wash up and cling against the side of the ragged part of the raft, and it appears to be like a gold chain with a kind of pentagram symbol on it.
Touching that feels like a bad thing.
It's actually and as you look at it closer, it looks like it's like a choker with a pentagram.
Oh, huh.
Even worse now. No.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the collar. I just pick it up now.
This place sucks.
Topic.
It's giving us free jewelry. What sucks about that?
He's just mad he got socks.
You know what? That's a good point. You left your fun object on the shore. I'm gonna pick it up.
You don't know. That could have been like
Those could have been
defense
socks of elven kind. Those could have been socks of elven kind.
Socks of elven kind.
First of all, he's in hell. He's filthy. He hates it here. He definitely ain't picking up no goddamn socks. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You don't care how cool they might look.
And so Demetria kind of grabs this choker and pockets it, and you don't feel anything, no shock, no dark. You don't feel any magic running through it. Just feels like a piece of jewelry. Did she just kind of put it away?
Yeah, after like looking at it for a second, you say it's a pentagram symbol. Do I recognize that from anywhere, or do I know anything about that?
Yeah, can you give me and it's like not quite an exact pentagram like we would, but it's like pentagram-ish in terms of kind of putting in your mind, kind of a star-ish, straight
Okay.
5. It still has the 5 point with some other ornamentations, in terms of the way it's detailed. Can I have a history check?
Yes, you may. 7.
Yeah, but it's doesn't speak to you, doesn't speak to any particular cult that you've come across in the past or anything.
It doesn't speak to me. Only Lex gets objects that speak to him.
I love collecting sentient objects.
I'll take it. I'll tuck it away. I'll tuck it away for later.
As you all continue, Araka's kind of the first person to speak, and she begins to share that she basically shares that you should all expect things to get much harder from here. From here, the sorrowful state begins to weigh on all of us. And she basically says that it will make making camp and resting nearly impossible. So from this point forward, there are no long rests. You can rest as long as you need, but there are no long rests. You can take short rests, but that's they just don't work in this part of the land. It's like you could just sit there, but you just feel like you don't feel like you're getting any. You're not resting. And at this point, I need everyone to give me a wisdom save.
I would love to.
+2 if you're near me.
Yeah.
Or is that still a plus? We leveled
Yeah,
it.
they're all near you. So
Yeah, +2.
24.
Nice.
Good lord.
Good lord. Yeah.
19.
Well, my good lord was because I rolled a 4 with my plus
Oh my gosh.
5, so a 9.
God.
Yep, I got a 10. I rolled a 3.
These dice are going bye-bye.
Okay.
Cheryl, do you still have a... Fuck.
I do have an inspiration, that's true. I'll use my inspiration.
What happened to Lex? It's dark. Oh, there he is.
I'll do the same.
17. 17.
17. Okay.
I'll keep these.
Never
dice.
mind, it got worse.
Okay.
19.
So all of you feel fine except for you look over and see that Amnon is looking a bit particularly not weary, but kind of feeling. You can tell it's feeling some kind of way as you take one level of exhaustion, Amnon.
Ooh. Amnon's the one person we don't want to mix.
So disadvantage on all ability checks at the moment.
Right.
And it takes about 2 hours to cross the river, but you eventually make it to the other side. And as you settle there, the ferryman kind of, unless you're talking to him, he doesn't never, if you have talked to him this entire time, he hasn't spoken back. It hasn't spoken back. And it begins to kind of disappear off into the fog. And here on the shore is where it's probably time to pick someone to lead the way. I'll also share on Legend Keeper kind of where we are at. You can kind of see the location of the left hand in terms of on the other side of the river now, and you can see the Forge of the Fallen off in the distance. So that just kind of gives you a place of where you're at on the map.
I like that our pin is purple. That makes me feel good.
So yes, someone should lead the way. They would be making a lead nature check. Someone else would be the person who you can either do one or two things. From this point forward, you can start to forage for rations and food, or you can have Lady Silverclaw just cast her 3rd level spell slot and give you food and water for the next 24 hours. But remember, it's one of her spell slots that she will not get back.
Let's try forage.
And I know it's not on her character sheet, but it is supposed to be. So I know she has that spell.
I should have taken Goodberry.
Said every druid ever. Who does
And then if you're going to forage, then there's going to be a forage or a hunt, and that will be a survival check from one person. You can help, right? You can take help actions, but specifically one person will be making the roll. And then as you travel, you probably need someone to keep watch, and that person is going to make a perception check as you all travel.
Because my wisdom is so low, I volunteer to take watch.
Okay.
Would you like me to forage, or would you like me to?
I can proceed.
Look ahead. Okay.
+4 unless you're higher than that.
For
Perception.
perception, I have a +12.
So maybe I shouldn't be doing.
I
just
don't
have
perceive
negatives
shit.
for everything.
How about that?
I have +12 to perception and survival.
I have negatives. It's negatives and 0. So whoever wants to be doing stuff that isn't me.
But you're so strong.
I'm so strong I can defend us, but you have to tell me something's coming first.
Apparently, Amnon's the same way.
Ganeth has good wisdom, right?
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a 16
Oh, yeah. Did it, Kenneth?
for. Is this the nature or the survival?
You're doing. Sorry, came the first. What'd you say you were going to do?
They just mentioned.
Oh.
So
So
Yeah.
Ravi's
Delay.
doing perception.
Okay.
Tempe wants to forge ahead. Kaneth can do foraging.
Okay, so
Wait, no,
Canaan is leading
I
them.
can't forge ahead because Lex has higher perception than I do.
Lex has higher everything than us.
It's just that.
And I know, let's face it, it would be kind of cheap. I just feel like I know that this is her realm, so she would probably be helping and leading. So I'll give you a help action there on the lead. But at the same time, Araka's never really been to this forge. She knows about it, and because of the way hell is, it's always warping. So the landscape's always changing, and the map rarely is correct. And so in that way, even she's not someone to necessarily lean on. So I kind of want to lean on someone in the party, at least for the check.
So it's perception, pathfinding, and foraging for food.
Yes. So the lead check is a nature check, and the keep watch is a perception check, and the foraging is a survival. Either that or hunting. They're both survival checks.
Yep.
So
So I have a +8 to nature, I have a +12 to perception, and a +12 to survival.
Jesus.
Do the perception. So Ravi can be
And
perceiving.
you want to stop playing this character? Why?
For the
Yes,
for
call him
the-
out on it. Call him out on it. You tell
For
him
the
about it.
story.
Yeah, I hear you. So yeah, whoever and feel free to just role play and make your check and tell me what you got, and we'll kind of go from there. And we can do it in any particular order.
Let's say Kenneth can look for food.
Okay.
I can help
Survival check.
Robbie, even though he's got a high perception.
That's just gonna give him. Yeah, it's gonna give him advantage. So.
Should I do a nature? Or should I try? Because I feel like that fits my character most.
Yeah.
Like
I
because
that.
he's a scout, right?
Yeah.
So then he begins to, he leads.
I'll
he
just help
begins to
Robbie.
nose,
We can run around in the woods together.
I'll be
I'm
on.
gonna-
I'll be on guard then. I'll be
Hell, right?
scanning the landscape.
I
I'll
think
do-
Killjourn and Araka are always taking flight when they can, to survey the landscape as well.
I'm gonna do a quick prayer to Selune and cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Well, for looking for food, I got a 16.
Okay.
For keeping watch for potential enemies, I also got a 16.
All right.
19.
So, the 19, 19 from Robbie, correct?
Mhm.
And and Kenneth got a 16 for foraging, and then wait, 19 is keeping watch.
19 is
Leading.
nature.
Nature,
Yeah.
leading. Okay, who's keeping
Mhm.
watch?
Me.
Me. Okay, and what'd you get?
I got a 16 as well.
Okay, and so as you all travel, you find that the devil rides that you have are helping you keep a strong pace across this kind of like desolate wasteland. You guys kind of hum over it. Kenneth is always on the lookout, and from you do notice some kind of in the distance, Kenneth, and it allows you to kind of veer off path. Every now and then you'll notice what appear to be tall undead, but they're like very long, lanky, and almost giant size, right? Just kind of like walking in the distance, and so you're able to like steer clear of those kind of wandering aimlessly, unless you're trying to attack them. And then based on that keep watch, it kind of keeps you out of trouble. I'm sorry, that keep watch was Demetria, and
Yeah.
then it's so far, Ravi, you're leading the party strong in the right direction, while our survival came from who was hunting. I don't know why I can't. Kenneth. And so Kenneth, what you're able to find is probably at a moment where you guys take a short break, you're able to find these things that look like essentially small turtles, but what's weird is they have where their feet would be. They're almost like worm like, arms and legs. So this is definitely not something. And the head kind of looks like a tortoise, but it has like a snake-like tongue. And so you find
It's a
bunch
shuckle.
of those. Yeah. So I don't know if those are worth eating, but that is something you are able to, if you're going to eat, kill something that could be sustenance.
I also got 7 days of rations.
Well, you've been traveling those 7 days. You over the time of being in hell, you probably wouldn't have all those. But I guess if you're relying completely on, here's the thing: I'll let you keep your 7 days if you've been relying on Lady Silverclaw. But those rations are essentially you can give if you have 7 days of rations and you share them, they're not 7 days of rations, right? So they're 7 days for you.
I mean, we're pretty much all out, right? Like this is we've been here.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. But I'll let him keep them since you guys have had chances to rest, and Lady Silverclaw has been casting, food and water. So, yeah.
That's why I specifically ate the soup from Mad Maggie. And
so, with also what happens with you all making these great successes, no one failed. As hours go by, it's time for your next con save. This one's a con save, not a wisdom save. This is for your body to.
Everyone pray to Dice God.
15.
Yeah. Do we still get that +2 from being next to you?
Yep. It's constant. Like the will of Bahamut, it's constant.
Yeah.
So that's case 29.
Oh.
Got a dirty 20.
22.
Oh yeah.
All right, so everyone passed that one. So you push on.
Go team.
And as you continue to ride off, let me roll a die on this one.
Oh boy.
So 3 hours later, and also if there's anything you want to add in here, I don't want to if this is also travel time, so you also can role play here. If you guys are this is time if you guys are talking to each other about anything, just cut in because I'm filling in the travel time here. So feel free if there's something you want to share.
I would like to make that snail turtle soup. It's definitely spicy.
You can use some of the rations as seasoning.
That's the mirepoix comes from the rations. The mirepoix is the rations.
I use them like a curry block.
Love it. I'll use it like you have like cooking utensils, right?
I don't.
Oh, you do not have.
I don't. I technically don't.
Remember that whole thing with the kimchi?
Oh
yeah.
We need to get you
Can I happen to find some infernal?
We'll say you got some from the.
They're like infernal ones. They're like spiky and like weird looking.
You're cooking
Sort of like a gastropub.
Some helmet you found.
Little tiny pitchforks.
Also got 5 flasks of that holy water left over.
You want to give me a charisma check with proficiency? See if you can make this something good. Kind of use it like a
charisma.
Yeah, make it like a tool. What do you usually cook with? What do we usually make that with?
Survival.
I'm just trying to make something good. So eating it is just survival.
Animal handling.
I feel like
animal
I feel
handling.
like when you're cooking something, you're trying to. I could say maybe
it's creative. Charisma is good, right?
I read in a very interesting article that made me feel like I have been doing ability checks completely wrong and need to change them. And it's very interesting. We often assume in D&D that everything is a skill check, but it's not. It's essentially basically what they say is that you lean on the ability check, but when it's something that would require or you are skilled in is when you're going to make a skill check. So, for example, making an acrobatics check without being proficient in it is essentially just a dexterity ability check.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's truth by numbers, but we often just always think of the skill. But when you make an acrobatics check, somebody who's not skilled in acrobatics is just essentially just trying to do something with their dexterity.
Yeah,
but acrobatics just makes you think of them doing it in like a flashier style. So it's just kind of interesting. It doesn't change anything about the way we're playing the game. It's all right. Okay, what'd you get?
Oh wait, what am I rolling? Charisma?
Charisma. Yeah,
charisma?
Proficiency. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. God damn it. 12.
Okay. You are just able to make this kind of like somewhat appetizing. It still has a bit of a rank taste after you guys cook down and boil down this thing. It's definitely not the great breakfasts and the dinners that Robbie has made at home.
I probably should have pulled out the bile sack. I'll put that in my notes.
But
can Amnon take a look at this? Everything he can do there?
It will
if it's for charisma.
but it will decrease the DC save the difficulty rating of this next check as
More cooks in the
3
kitchen, higher
hours
expectations.
later, when your devil rides run out of soul fuel and sputter to a stop, it's time to go on foot. And as you do and begin to kind of trudge, across this land, I would like another wisdom save for exhaustion, for potential exhaustion.
Did I say this place sucks yet?
Yeah, you did.
Just want to
Hold
make
on
sure.
a second.
Let's do this. We're hanging out with Demetria, right?
Hold up. I'm checking something really quick. Operations here. And fail. Should I cousins?
19 for Kano.
Amnon got 16.
Okay, never mind.
That'd be out of it.
19 for Kana.
19
15.
for Ravi.
19 for Ravi. 15 for Demetria.
Yeah.
Okay.
15 for Tempe.
Okay. Tempe
I
and
thought I had a
Demetria.
spell that could help.
You two will take a level of exhaustion.
Wow.
No.
Wait, so Amnon got 16. Is that a fail?
That is a fail as well. I'm sorry. I'm not. You will take.
No.
Okay.
Woof.
2 more and you're dead.
Don't do that. Don't. Well, it's great if you die in hell. You don't die for real. That's.
I essentially
You're not
just,
going to go too far, I guess, right?
It's a closed system. It's a closed system. We get your coin, we just slot it back in your mouth, and you're good.
You just turn into Sonic. You die in hell.
I'm getting very nervous. I'm joking because I'm getting nervous.
And so they continue on. They travel. What starts to feel like this environment is so oppressive that it's hard to even track. It starts to get like, how long have we been walking, and why does it feel like that mountain that we're traveling for just continues to stretch? And just the frustration, I imagine, is frustration of dealing with exhaustion. All this begins to weigh heavily on the group. And whoever is our lead still, can you give me another nature?
Yes.
Actually, I'll take a survival check.
Yes. I'm gonna. Can I do another prayer to Salune?
You can.
Thank you.
I'm like imagining this is the "Do you remember the taste of strawberries, Mr. Frodo?" Do you remember the wine at the House of Spirits?
And it's like, yeah, and it's also like it's like pouring like this heavy torrential rain right now, so your clothes are all soggy and wet. And
it's like humid out, so it's
and
humid rain. It's not
humid
even
rain. It sucks.
26.
Okay.
It sucks. Review of hell.
And so you come up over this hill, and all of you together, being led by Robbie. Robbie at some point is like, no, we're gonna go this way. And you look at the map, Robbie, and you sniff around, and you just head that in a direction. It's kind of like, northwest, and you end up coming over this hill, and you all lay witness to a collection of brightly colored tents that stand down in this valley, and they're all clustered together, and they're creating what appear to be like this oasis of comfort amid this dreaded landscape of Avernus. Huge infernal war machines form a horseshoe around the tents, kind of like protecting them. And there are curtains made of small rectangular iron plates, and lamps are hanging from the chains strung in between them. There's a soft, lifting music and a wondrous smell that drifts across the hot winds, inviting you to look closer.
Insight check. I don't trust
Yes,
that.
insight check,
Insight
please.
check the image. Yeah.
I insight.
Just-
I also
Tempe starts
insight.
floating towards it with his nose out, like, fucking Bugs Bunny in the cartoons and shit.
Some mirage shit. This has
Oh.
got to be some devilish natural 20.
Thank God, because I did not roll that well.
It
Natural 20. Are we about to get got by
I'll say
demons? Although I will say, for fairness sake, my insight is a -1, so technically it's a 19.
I'll take it. It's still I'll take it as a nat 20. It's at the strongest it can be. I think that maybe her insides are betraying her, but Demetria feels, just with all this time that you've been traveling, this feels like she hopes that the Oasis is not a mirage, and she just feels kind of comforted, and the most faintest of faint presence of Bahamut for the first time since she's been down here is somewhere in the area.
Oh,
Ebony and
let's go.
Aramis.
Let's go.
In the background, while you're having this moment, it's me holding on to Tempe's leg as he's floating towards.
As you all draw closer, you notice as you approach, a sign kind of stalked into the ground. It reads, and what's weird is as you all read it, it's the same. It's not in multiple languages. It's in whatever language that is most for you. If it's all common, then it's common. If your like birth language, or you grew up speaking Draconic, you'll see it in Draconic. But what it says is, all are welcome here. No fighting. No spell casting. No exceptions. And then you can see, beyond this, it's almost like entering a fair. You can go inside, but that's up to you. I don't know if the party will do that.
Let's go.
All right,
Tempe definitely wants to go. He's down.
and they have the sign as you enter this like arching. There's a kind of like metallic created like fantastic little archway with little like dancing lights cast on it, and it says Infernal Rapture. And I know that often Legend Keeper doesn't quite catch up. You might have to refresh or log out, log back in. But I have added a new pin. Sometimes it doesn't show up immediately to the map. And what I'll also and so inside, what you'll notice is
I'm eating immediately.
Yeah, me too. Wait, where are we?
I want the pan-fried myconid cap with garlic butter. I want the roasted wereboar. And then I'm gonna do a rare miniature stench cow cheese selection.
Ah, there it is.
One second here.
Demetria, you should get the candied phase spider eyes and a raspberry liqueur reduction.
Not gonna lie, that does sound really good. Sweet apple tart with a celestial caramel drizzle. Yeah, Demetria's living in the dessert section. Demetria's living in the dessert section.
I'm trying everything. Fuck it. I'm getting one of everything.
He gets like the necklace. He gets the necklace with the little bits you like break off so he can do the tour. He's getting the flight. Spa services. Dream therapy.
And so all of what you guys are doing right now is walking around, seeing all the signs.
Yeah,
right?
all of these gasps that we're making are
like,
happening.
Oh my god! Like as you're like walking around, yeah, all that's happening right now. And so yeah, you almost can like see the tents. Imagine like what they look like as you see the spa services being in that, and you can kind of. I've also included a couple little images to see like what those areas might look like for you. And there are other humanoids here of all types. You see a satyr there, and a tiefling, and then a humanoid, a human, and then a tabaxi. And you feel like you're somewhere in between actually being in Avernus and someone else, like almost at the crossroads of multiple planes.
This is dope. We need to go to the spa.
And,
I'm eating.
And so as you're kind of torn, Ravi's telling Demetrius like, I'm going to the spot. Ravi's like, I'm going to suddenly
I'm pulling Amnon towards the spot because
You
Amnon,
see-
I bet, is not looking good.
I need a
Okay,
spot
I'm
day
coming
for
with you.
Spa day for sure. I'm coming right with you.
a Kalashite, looking man in terms of the way he dresses, a kind of a tan skin, comes walking over to you and says, you all appear to be new here. I am Mahadi at your service. And this is the Infernal Rapture. How can I must tell you, I know you are in Avernus, but to take part of any of our amenities here, everything is top-notch. I assure you, you will not find anything at your displeasure, but I will say, I don't go around standing over the patron's shoulder, but I know you must sign a contract to use anything here. And
I'm out.
He hands over a contract that is very straightforward, and all it says on it is that you are required to, before you leave this place, that any services that you took part in must be paid in full. No small print. But that's otherwise the services will be denied to you. So you just have to make sure that you come to him and make sure you're paid in full. All your services are listed where they are, and they are typically soul coins. Most things are, but not all things here are done in soul coins.
Dimitri, how many do we have?
We very generously, aka Dear Lady Silverhand, have 5.
And I have 4 left.
And Ravi has 4. And Ravi's flush, so we're beholden to the kid.
I need a spa day, like real bad. Do you see what I look like? This is fun. Tempe needs a facial, like a body.
Ravi, I think that's the longest sentence I've heard from Tempe in a while, so you definitely need to get him that spot.
Listen, everyone get whatever you want, but I'm gonna go eat.
All right, I'll take
Eat
from
first?
Ravi 3 soul coins so we can go to the spot.
Oh, let's go to the spa first. I'm filthy.
What do you guys have that doesn't do you guys take gold coins for anything?
For our gold coins, the Fire Snake Forge. If you're looking to have a weapon made, or maybe you're an infernal war machine repaired, the salamanders who work there often take gold. Also,
Sorry, did you say salamanders?
they are salamanders. Quite the sight. I hired them both on the fire plane, but yes, good lads. The barber, Bernie the barber, she takes gold as well.
Oh, let's see.
Oh,
Okay, well, first things first, I'm gonna go
too.
eat. I need to go eat. I want to try food.
All right, so the one soul coin gets you the let me look at the meal. I believe it's like a full course meal if you choose that.
Yeah,
One
3
person.
course.
Yeah, three course meal. And you can see there that the recipe, when you walk into the kind of like fancy little, like these little the little chained lamps that hang from the ceiling. A few people are dining. The tables are covered in elegant red.
Malcolm, I'm like realizing just how stressful the last couple of games have been because this is so nice. I feel so comforted.
We're so fucked after this. Like
I was
extra
so
fucked.
ready for like a stressful fight. And I'm
I know
like,
the fact that
when
I'm
is
like,
she
oh,
gonna
that's
go
so
down?
lovely. Oh, that's so wonderful. It's so good.
Don't ever say I wasn't nice to you.
That's funny.
It's very funny
Thank
because
you,
before,
Malcolm.
It's
Everyone
either
say
really
thank you.
Minutes from
good,
now,
or
we
it
all
could be
re-rolling characters.
This is either
Before
really
everyone
good or it's a
showed
bad
up,
omen.
I was telling Malcolm that I can't wait to go back and be able to buy things.
So Amnon will just look over to Dimitri like, okay, spa, then forge?
Bob and Forge. Maybe a trim if she takes gold.
Yeah, we definitely did trim too.
So for your 3-course meal, we'll start with Robbie since Robbie was so hungry.
Yeah.
As
Let the boy eat.
as
Actually, I'm hungry too.
a young dwarf, a woman comes over to wait on you and starts to bring your. How are you? First time at the infernal,
First time in Avernus entirely.
Oh yes, we've been in many places. We stop in Avernus. I actually like coming to Avernus because as often as we can be here, because it I feel like we are a breath of fresh air for those who find us. But you get the feeling that they're kind of like a food trucks. Like if you don't know where they're gonna be.
Do you ever stop in the material plane?
Very rarely. We got our Mahadi got his start here as a. I know he likes to take a human form, but don't tell anyone he's a Rakasha. You can tell if you shake his hand, the thumb is on the other side. They're actually like a cat-like person, similar to a tabaxi, but all of them typically look like tigers, and their thumb is always on the opposite side of what most humans would consider a thumb appendage being.
I see.
Don't let the tiger form fool you, and don't worry, but a Rakasha is a type of demon, but they can be quite friendly. A type of devil. And so
the barber is kind of attractive.
And so as the food is amazing. So actually I'm interested, what did you have for your request? What'd you choose?
So I'm gonna go with the fried myconid cap with garlic butter for the appetizer. I was originally gonna go with the roasted werebore, but I realized that's incredibly weird considering that I am considering who I am. So I'm gonna go with the deep fried miniature giant space hamster.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Listen. In Peru, they love a good guinea pig. They love a good guinea pig. So
I like foie gras.
Fuck up.
I would have gone with
the
the axe beak myself
because I feel so bad for them.
When you're at home, don't fuck up a duck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Comment down below. Wait, comment down below what you would pick. Comment down below what you would pick for your dinner.
Wait, Malcolm, where are you getting that? That's illegal here.
Well, maybe.
Just kidding. It is illegal.
Now.
It is illegal.
I haven't had it in like 7 years, so it makes sense. It's probably been like 5 or 6 years.
Malcolm's got a black market connect.
Cut to me like downtown in an alley somewhere.
And then for the dessert, I'm gonna go with the sweet apple tart with the celestial caramel drizzle. Although that scares me.
Take me a bite.
I'll get one.
The food is delicious. For you, that one soul coin, basically, so the food is good. We'll come back to Ravi as Ravi's eating. So we'll pick up on maybe Demetria and Tempe, where you guys are heading to the spa. Amnon and Kenneth, you guys have been quiet here.
We're taking Amnon to the spa. Amnon's
coming to the spa too.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could hear you.
Oh no, I'm not saying you haven't been. I've heard you talking, but I haven't heard you say like you wanted to. Maybe I missed you saying you want to go anywhere. You said you were going to the spa. Probably was getting too much input.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Amnon agreed to go with Demetria. I mean, I don't think Amnon really had a choice anyway.
Oh no, absolutely he did not. He looks awful. He has 2 levels of exhaustion. Demetria is pulling him along.
You're walking to the spa. These like grand, like it's a huge tent with multiple tents strung together, and off to one side there's like a makeshift kind of like built pool and like little places to lay out under the hellish skies, and then there's these little tents where you as you kind of walk by through those metal curtains, you can see people kind of face down, kind of like towels over them, getting kind of rubbed down with oils and different things like that. There's all kind of aromatic scents in the air, very like strong physiqued tiefling male walks over, shirt off, and just kind of wearing kind of like Romanesque.
I went to the wrong
leathers
place.
Off already.
I went to the wrong place.
Tempe's half naked already. Around his waist.
He's like already oiling up.
Yeah.
He brought his own oil.
Yeah.
He brought him, man.
He's like, hey, we're not hiring.
Hello, we are the Infernal Rapture. We offer quite a variety of spa services, light spa amenities, body, foot, hand treatments, massage therapy, skincare, overall general grooming and bathing is all included in our standard menu for one soul coin, of course. If you would like to know, we also have, for an extended cost, our dream therapy, our whole body restoration, longevity therapy, as well as we have those services if your appetite is a little less than wholesome or degenerate. But we would for an extra coin or two, depending on what you're looking for. He kind of gives a little smile. At
I'm not
Tempe.
that flush.
I'm gonna. Amnon will turn to Demetra and Tempe like, I don't need any of the extras, but I'm fine. Just the one soul coin, because Demetra, there was something I've been wanting to talk to you about.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking that if I can beg a coin off of Silverhand, what is this dream restoration or dream therapy anyway? What does that do?
Consists of a session where we put you in a dark tent in a bath of sorts where you float, and then we essentially allow you to meditate while we cast a soothing spell on you that will allow you to, visit a fond memory or make up a new one.
That does not sound bad.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
That sounds awesome, but I would need to get a coin off of Silverhand for that. So
Silverhand is not too far by. She kind of is looking like you all clearly look like kids at Chuck E. Cheese. She's like a mom was pulling out her purse and she's like kind of looking like, "What do you need?" Kind of like walking around like she.
Not to throw the big T word out, but I did have that interaction with a certain someone a while ago that has kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, dream vision wise. So I think this dream therapy thing might be nice. If you're willing to part with a coin, I would really appreciate it, ma'am.
Not a problem. And we've been doing this long enough. Please, no, call me ma'am, but take it, Demetria. So she gives you. How many do you need?
Just the one extra, because Ravi's paying our base price.
Okay.
But I just need the one extra for the extra thing.
There you go. And so she hands that over. Let me see what that. Let's see.
Yeah. What's the story, Doc? What do you want to talk about? While we're there, like with cucumbers on our eyes.
yeah. So I imagine like you guys are kind of going through the process. They say exactly.
Putting on robes.
They're bringing around some like cucumber water, infused waters.
Tempe's already naked on a table.
Yeah.
Just a table. There were snacks on it before. He swept them off.
Uh-oh, I moved you guys around.
Amnon.
Oh yeah, I'm in Ravi's zone, so I'm next to Amnon.
Yeah, Amnon takes one of the cucumbers off his eyes and just eats it.
I think I pinned somebody. I can remove pin. There we go.
And
I should put everybody back right. Nope, it didn't.
It made it worse.
I'm out of the game.
No, we're about to have a moment. We're about to roleplay. Wait,
Sean, this is not Robbie.
Here I am.
Help me.
Okay, I'm in my spot.
Okay.
Nope.
No,
Sean
Sean,
just
you're Amnon.
hey,
God.
no, out of my square.
Nope.
Fine.
It gotta be
so
this one,
much.
man.
Go that way.
Oh my
There we
God.
go.
Why am I not? Why am I not? I don't know what I did.
I don't think
What happened
Tempe
was,
knows.
I think it was
Oh,
Lex,
there
not
we
to
go.
blame Lex, but I think Lex turned his camera
It's
off.
definitely
or something.
Lex's fault. unfortunately.
And then, okay, so this needs to be swapped with.
There's Amnon.
There's Amnon.
I'm supposed to be over there. I'm supposed to be that
I
way.
gotta get Demetria. I'm like, I'm literally like those old swipe. I'm like doing like. I think I'm good. I think I got us back. Okay.
Yes. All accounted for.
I don't think Tempe is down with Lady Silverhand that tight. But what is that longevity service? What does that consist of?
De-aging. It removes your fine lines and wrinkles.
That would be amazing. I might be down for it. I might beg for that.
Let me go back and take a look. So I wrote some of this stuff and I don't even know.
we come out of the spa tent and Tempe's been Botoxed. He's all plugged.
His face is like just.
Yeah, I think it involves like kind of like dealing with the skin and your face and kind of making you look better. So I think that If you get the longevity, you'll get a. Give me a second to. You'd probably come out with. Well, actually, you're not. You're here to feel better, but basically, I'm not going to tell you if there's a boon or a boost to your stats. So I'm not going to meta. But if you do it, then you'll probably get something. I'm just not going to tell you what it does. Right. So like, Ravi got Hero's Feast. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't tell. I just let that out of the bag.
Damn it!
So Ravi, the basically treats that meal was essentially Hero's Feast.
And I just wanted to talk to the chef.
I think I'll ask Ravi for the extra soul coin so I can do the longevity.
I don't have any. I'm out. I gave you guys 3. What do you mean? I had 5.
Fine.
I used
And
1.
I'm gonna go and talk to Lady Silverhand, and I'm gonna go holler at her and be like,
Robbie's
Just
officially hitting
approach
that point
naked
where
and
when
oil.
like your mom tries to ask you for cash because she doesn't have any cash and she knows you have some, and you're like, no, you gave me this ages ago for sweeping the deck.
And as you even approach her, she's already got like the second coin out for you, Tempe. You know, she just gave one to. She's like,
I kiss her hand.
get what you wish. My one good one. I guess they probably can't fix this, so she kind of like holds up that like robotic claw that she has. But she says you should restore yourself. This is probably the last time we're going to be blessed in this way. Enjoy yourself. I will continue to be on the lookout, but I'm not feeling anything off-putting here, so I think we're fine.
He just thanks her for her help. What a sweet lady.
Let's see. You all are so then. So I'm sorry. We're really going back to Dimitri and I think Amnon were talking, right? Are they still?
Oh yeah.
Well, so yeah,
Sorry,
Amnon,
take your time.
yeah, I was like, wow.
I mean, we'll cut to Tippy being put in his
What was
longevity,
my
like
point?
he's being laid down to
What
give him break like his massage. And he's
Yeah,
going
can you explain what that looks like for Tempe? He's really he really wants the full on.
So
It's
it
just a bunch
starts-
of quartz
massage
rollers. Just a
envy
bunch of quartz
$500
rollers.
package.
So you get the first part of it is, you know, like the setting up, like, so while, like, basically Amnon and Demetria are in that waiting room area waiting to go back. You've already gone back. You're getting your 1 hour massage. And then, like, it feels amazing, right? It feels like it. And then after that massage, they kind of, like, you know, turn you over and then, like, just work on your, like, massage your head and your eyes. They do kind of like, and then they put all these different type of oils and the like different kind of creams on Tempe that just have him, you know, having all the taut muscles, everything just kind of relaxes. He does look like a, you know, maybe a year younger. You know, some of the lines in his face de-age, and yeah, he's still back there, but it's feeling great. It boosts. It's a temporary boost for the next. I don't know how much it helps him in this regard, but it boosts Tippy's charisma by his total charisma number goes up by 4 for the next 48 hours.
Ooh.
Wow, that would have been awesome.
I don't even care that helps us not at all. Tempe just feels good, and that's
Might
what
help
matters.
you while you're here in town, you know, or in down this
man.
place. Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to that barber lady soon too.
Also, the regular massage that so the soul coin is basically it's a long rest in 1 hour. So you guys have long rested essentially, you know.
After he told us there would be no long rests.
After I did say that, which, well, you guys could have denied this whole place and been like, I'm not signing no contract, which was a very high
That's
probability that I thought for a second. So also, so those people who took a long rest, if you do have any exhaustions, they're just gone too. They're just like thrown out of the window. So of course, Dimitri and Amnon, when you go back for your massage, you'll get those too. You just don't get the low charisma boost that Tempe got because he got the extras. So yeah, you guys are talking.
So Amnon will. So we're in the waiting room.
Yeah.
You guys might be getting your massage maybe in two. You all set the scene. You could be massage tables, 2 tents beside each other, same room. It's up to you. Sitting by the pool. It's up to you all.
Well, Amnon will sit next to Dimitri, and he's gonna be like, Araka found me when I was a kid,
Yeah, you said she like raised you, right? Or basically did.
pretty much. And I never really saw myself as having any future or anything, but she told me that if this collar gets made, that my contract would be done.
How do you think that's gonna feel? Getting
Well,
that off your shoulders.
I've been thinking about after this place, and you know, I really feel like you've become that sister to me that I never had, and and he kind of just like takes your hand, and he's just like, I'd like to stick with you guys after this whole thing is over.
I know that I promised to help you solve this contract way back when, but I figured when I made that promise that afterwards we'd stick together anyway. So I'm glad to hear it. I never really had family. I thought I had friends, but after meeting all of you guys, turns out that the kind of friends I had were more like enemies. You guys have been like family, so I'm glad of all the people to get trapped in hell with. I'm glad I got trapped in here with you. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds great.
Saved my life once, Doc, and who'd have thought?
Yeah, you end up saving my life 6 times in a row.
hey, keeping you hale and hearty is keeping me upright and walking. So don't think I'm not being a little selfish about it.
All right, let's go get cleaned up. I can't wait to hit up that forge.
Yeah, let's go.
Um,
And then we make friendship bracelets.
Yes.
That was so wholesome.
Mahani happens to catch Kenneth kind of maybe standing outside in his armor and goes, "Sir, will you not be taking a part of any of the great amenities here? What is it that you...
No, sir.
You sure?
I simply don't have
a
the coin.
soul coin. You can simply take part of any amenities as long as you pay before you leave. You will be fine. I'm sure your friends can cover you."
So Aramis and Ebony gambling on piles of soul coins and just raking them in.
I'm just, no pressure, just letting me know if I can help you with anything. He begins to stride off, walks over to the restaurant, walks in on Ravi. How was your meal?
Oh, delicious. Would it be possible to talk to the chef? See, I me and my friends, we own a little bar out in the material plane, and these are some flavors that I haven't really come across. I would love to pick their brain if possible.
Not a problem. It will just be one soul coin on your bill, and I will walk you back there. You can pay it on your way out. How about that?
Wait, is that 2 gold? Is that 2 soul coins, Soto? Me asking.
No, yeah. So you've already paid. Well, you don't have to. Basically, you get the feeling is that often when you guys keep presenting your soul coins. People, they'll take them from you, but they often first like. You don't have to pay. They'll kind of look at you like you can pay on that. You can pay on that.
I'm not paying on the out. I'm paying as soon as it's done.
Yeah, that's how they get you. It's the $5, $2 Target section right when you walk in. That's how.
Yeah, I'm not starting a tab.
Like, sure, we're here, we're having fun. We're still not trusting them like that. We don't trust like that.
And so he's like, yes, if you would like to present a soul coin, we could take you back and talk to the chef.
Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna run over to Lady Silverhand.
She comes over. Yeah, she goes, "What if we're gonna need more later? Are you sure? Have you used all yours already?"
Well, I gave one to everybody else, and then I used one to get us over the river.
Okay. We kind of like pan over and towards where the barber shop is. Well, Kildren is kind of shopping in the fire, like looking at weapons in the forge area, but kind of picking stuff up. Like kind of like looking at like this.
Kildren hates it over
like,
there.
He's like, this isn't Bahamut quality
Yeah.
shit. He's throwing it down, and then Araka is getting like her like kind of like dreads like snipped and like changed by the barber over on the far end. And so Lady Silverclaw's like, yeah, not a problem. One more. Let's just be responsible. I should probably keep. She's given out 2 so far, 3 now, so she has 2 left. Did I say she had 5 or just said she had 10? 5, right?
She has 5. We had 10
So
altogether
she's
because
down to-
Robbie
she's
also
down to
had
her
5.
2, right? So she's like,
I do run away before she starts telling me about being responsible.
rub 2 together. Robbie, be responsible.
This place has a lot of soul coins, right? So I mean, we could.
It didn't say no thieving. It said no
Didn't say no
fighting and no
stealing.
spellcasting.
Right? Fighting and spellcasting is not stealing. So I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's a good idea. I mean, but it's an option.
Rocks
right?
fall, the party dies. Rocks fall, the party dies. Malcolm was like, they're behaving so well.
Y'all
They're
made me
having such a
rip the
great
audio
time."
cords out of my like headset. I was like, what is- we could have just robbed the place.
Malcolm traps us in hell.
Why you
Malcolm's
can't
trapped
take
in
me
here with
anywhere
us.
nice? I can't go anywhere nice.
Yeah.
This is the exact reason why.
Malcolm, we're not trapped in hell. You're trapped in here with us.
That's exactly right.
Clearly.
Family. Family.
Right.
It's about family.
You remember the family in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right?
Oh,
Kind of
no,
like that.
I've
Kind of
never-
like
We're
that.
kind of that for
Oh my
NPCs,
God.
if you think
Yeah.
about it. Anyways, I'm muting myself. Now have fun, Robbie.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I was gonna say Kenneth would talk to the, I want to say repairmen for the vehicles, just to let them know that we have some abandoned vehicles way out there. We're no longer have any use for them, so if they want them, they can have them.
For a soul coin each.
Kenneth, as you walk over there, this little establishment, like, if you look on Legend Keeper, I've kind of like on that tab, I've created like what that little area looks like. You see all the weapons in this like awesome tent, and the salamanders. One of them's back there, ting ting, working on a weapon, while the other one comes over and is kind of introduces himself as. There's actually 3 of them, but so the one that introduces himself is Skids. And Skids is this like black and red striped salamander. He constantly keeps like kind of like licking his lips. This giant like slick lizard, humanoid with a little like belt, leather belt, tool belt, and just kind of listens and goes, "Devil rides? There's devil rides out in the wastelands. Are you
Yep,
offering
and-
them? Or are you selling them?"
I mean, I'll sell them at a discount since you'll have to go retrieve them.
Oh, that's sneaky. I'm not gonna buy anything and don't know is out there. It's dangerous out there. We saw the way you came in. No. I don't think so. I don't think I want to buy anything that I don't. If you go and retrieve them for me, we'll happily pay a pretty penny for them.
I did want to say Kenneth would have tried dragging one along, but I don't know if they have a neutral gear.
Okay. If you're gonna do this, I need to know that for future references. You gotta tell me if that's what you're doing. So just we don't find myself in areas where. But if Kenneth would have dragged one with him, because that would have.
Demetria would have helped. Demetria would have helped. Put in some muscle mass.
That probably would have made you guys make another exhaustion check. But I'll say, I'll give you an 80% chance that you were able to drag it without the oppression. Because I know Kanan's stats are very high, so since we didn't have that conversation, just give me a D100 roll. 1 through 80, and you did bring it along. It's right outside the camp.
Said 1 through 80?
No, yeah, basically 80%. So I usually go low through. So it's a low roll. So if you roll like,
Oh.
Anything
Yeah, I
low,
gotta-
you're gonna get it.
Yep,
It's
that's a
80%.
9%,
Okay.
0, and a 9.
So Cadence was practically dragging this thing along with no problem, and it's out there. Devil's Rides, Devil Ride. Always wanted one of those. 500 gold. I'll take it off of you for. Is it work? Does it have soul coins in its bay? If it's empty, I'll give you 200 for it.
Kenneth will consult with Lady Silverhand of
Wait,
whether
gold
or not.
or soul coins?
No, gold.
Oh.
He wants so he wants the salamander wants gold.
How much to fill it up?
If so, Lady Silverhand doesn't have. She just has her 2 soul coins. I think the only rich party member is one. I don't know what you guys all have in gold, but
We all still got crazy gold, right?
We should at least like 1,000 or something.
I
We
gave
all
mine.
got
I gave
crazy.
mine away before we left Waterdeep.
Well, what Kenneth was going to ask Lady Silverhand is it worthwhile to keep this and use one of the soul coins that we have left on it for a quick getaway if necessary?
you come and consult her and ask her if it's worth basically keeping the. I think Lady Silverhands would share that she doesn't see the purpose of having one if you all don't have one. Araka would show up and say that, you know, as the terrain gets worse, the Devil Ride will probably come less useful unless, like I said, unless everyone had one. So if one person's riding has one, this isn't even the one with the sidecar. This is just one Devil Ride, right? So, or even if it is the one with the sidecar, 2 people, right? Does that really help a party of this magnitude, of this size? I wouldn't say so, but then I'll leave that up to you all.
I think the risk of exhaustion that comes with dragging it won't be good.
Yeah. So Kenneth will sell it and still let them know that there's the couple other ones that are out there.
Good sir, thank you. 200 gold. He hands up, gives you, slides over a pouch of gold. Goes out there with a couple of his brothers, and they kind of like talk. Their little tails wagging, and they kind of dragging it. Oh yeah. It's a catch, right? They kind of like take it in the back, hoist it up, start working
Kenneth
on
now
it.
has gold for the first time in both campaigns.
The richest he's ever been in over 10 years of in-game
Kenneth is a
time.
tough cookie. He never cares about much. He's just always just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just here dirty, standing around, like I'm fine, you know. So
But now he's not even
He's
dirty.
had-
Who is this Kenneth
yeah,
that we're
who's this
meeting?
Kenneth? Yeah.
He's had 5 copper since Storm King's Thunder, and that's it.
Oh, good
This
lord.
is like all of like the little group of fans. If this is a TV show, first campaign Storm King's Thunder, there was like the little contingent of like Kenneth girlies who are like super hard to go for Kenneth. They're just living this season. They're like, we got him back, we got him shaved, we got him clean, we got him polished,
Absolutely.
living in their
There's-
Kenneth
There's
season.
so much fan fiction on AO3.
I mean, look at that quaff, man. Kenneth is.
I love that not only are we role playing, but we're role playing another world where this is actually a famous. This is
It's fun. It's fun.
Where this is actually a popular show, even though Demetrius is scared for us to actually take it there.
It is
Girl,
popular. If you're
about-
watching, comment down below.
Yeah, if you're watching, drop a comment down below.
I love it. I would have it the other way.
Kenneth
I
Squad,
would
show up in the
enjoy all of
comments.
this. Kenneth's got gold. Some of you all are feeling mighty refreshed. Ravi's feeling nice and full.
What does my dream thing do? What does my dream thing do?
So then you go through your dream sequence. You all get these like amazing massages, and you go through this
Okay.
dream therapy. And so, what I'd ask you to do is share with me what do you think Demetria would dream about or want to dream about?
So Demetria lies back in this floating tank, what do they call it? Like a meditation tank. And they start weaving this magic over, and she closes her eyes, and All the colors and the lights fade out as she slowly drifts under. And then she opens her eyes, and she's back in her bed in the House of Spirits, on her messy side of the room. And she gets up, and downstairs you can hear the chatter and the clink of an active, not a party, but just activity going down in the bottom floor. And she goes down, and as she steps down the stairs, the camera like pans over this really packed bar scene. You know, she comes down the stairs, maybe people are turning and acknowledging her, cheering as she's coming in, not wearing armor, dressed casually. And as she comes down, you see that over in the corner, Elric is playing his violin with a group of people watching. Eldricon is there hosting a card game, Caneth, maybe even Volo, but everyone is there. Kataya, Tempe, Ravi, Amnon, Burfoot, Stagat, even Lady Silverhand. Basically every friend, NPC, every person that's ever had a kind or that Demetria has become comfortable with, who she thinks now of as her family, is there. And Demetria doesn't even really interact with the dream much. She kind of just picks a chair and just lets the scene kind of move over her as she just absorbs being back home in the House of Spirits.
It's a wonderful scene. It's a wonderful place for her to be. And as that just kind of washes over her, she, after being in there for some time, she ends up kind of waking up in that kind of like, you know, like floating bath in that darkness, and almost like kind of almost wanting to go back, but feeling refreshed by what she's experienced there. And she will have for the next 7 days, she has advantage on all wisdom checks and wisdom saves.
Hey, not mad at that. Checks and saves?
And checks and saves.
And if I die down here, that's going to be very sad. But
that would be very sad. But let's hope.
You're like, let's save that for later.
So yeah, you all seem to be, and this has all been, you know, great. You can continue to. Is there more to do? Do they feel they're feeling like quite? I imagine refreshed. I know, Caneth, you'd had no levels of exhaustion, right? So you're good either way. So
Demetria is going to pull Amnon aside as she gets out of this dream, as she comes out of like the special meditation tent or whatever. She's going to grab Amnon and kind of pull him aside and like check sketchily around to see if anyone else is around. And she's going to tell Amnon, Doc, remember a long time ago when you tried to get me to agree to cut you off if anything bad happened with Haraka in your contract? And I said I didn't want to because I wanted to make sure that I did all I could to save you first.
Yeah.
I'm about to become a real hypocrite because if things start to go south when we're heading out of here, I want you to make sure that yourself and Tempe and Ravi and Caneth don't do anything stupid. Right? If anything happens to me, I need you to take care of Temp and the kid. Okay?
You have my word.
And she holds out her hand to shake on it.
Yeah.
And then she gives him a hug, because she's not a very huggy, touchy-feely person outside of like Ravi, but she does pull Amnon into a real bro clasp.
Yeah, and everyone's like, whoa. All right.
Not breaking your ribs. Don't worry about it.
No, I was thinking just like the surprise that you're actually hugging.
Yeah, well.
So, like, don't worry, sis. I got your back. Let's get Tempe, get Ravi, and let's head over to that forge.
Let's go. Destiny awaits, Doc.
Yep. But
and so, as you all Right. So I mean, you guys are meeting back together. So I don't know what Tempe and it sounds like everyone's regrouped. I Killjourn is kind of gone over and kind of looking around like it's no Bahamut's palace, you know, kind of like but feeling a bit refreshed. Kind of wondering if everyone is ready to kind of move on. It's up to them.
Well, Amnon did want to just poke at the forge and see if there's anything there that's better than what he has.
Stegad got a little shave. He's looking kind of cleaned up, you know.
Dimitri does a
He got a
little
bath.
brushing.
Can
Yeah,
we leave
brushing
that
like the
fucking
side of his
guy
fade.
here?
Like, looks nice. Looks nice.
We should leave him here. Just let him.
Actually, give me a sec.
Sean not even
So-
in frame
so-
for
so
that.
Timmy-
Sean like tilts his camera.
At some
away.
point, when you're coming out of the
Like,
spot,
somebody else said that.
The god is walking alongside Lady Silverclaw. He walks over and he goes, Tempe, can I have a word with you?
Oh God, no! I'm gonna lock him in the bathroom.
It's a yes or no.
Wait, Malcolm, quick!
Yo,
Wait, Malcolm, quick!
guys.
Quick, Sean, he's not in frame.
Sean's not in frame. Oh no! Oh shit!
Tempe
He
looks
wanted
around.
to get out of talking to Stegad so much.
Jeez.
Oh wait! Oh God!
Hey.
Nope, that's Dimitri.
Oh,
That's me.
boy. Oh no! Now I'm
Other
wrong.
direction.
Nice, Robbie.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's you know what happened. Kanan
It's
dropped.
like a mirror, right?
Jameson dropped.
Oh shit.
Oh
So
no!
hopefully he'll come back, or we're about to
What
go to.
if
We're actually about to go to a 5-minute break. So,
Yeah, let's just go to break real quick.
Yeah, break real quick.
yeah, so we'll go to break now. All right.
And then we'll come back to Tempe looking around to see if anybody notices he's about to go talk to Stegad.
No, just like you guys gotta hit it really hard. You know, they'll hit the frame really hard, and that might knock the.
Wait here, I'll reach over and I'll pull it in. I can't do it. Malcolm didn't even realize. Malcolm, did you realize the shenanigans that we would enjoy having in our
Yes.
Wait.
As long as you're enjoying them,
Wait.
then that's.
Pull me. Can you pull
Wait here,
me?
I got you. Ugh.
You guys are. See, here's the thing. The weird thing about being the DM, the one joy that I can't have is actually watch. I can watch you on my secondary screen in the actual overlay.
Oh right, because you
But
have
I
like all of
can't
the
watch
stat
you in the
blocks and
overlay
stuff
here.
up. Yeah.
So I always go through at the end and like watch it because it's kind of cool. So I just saw it and I was like, oh, that's really cool. That's great.
I'll timestamp that. I'll timestamp that for
It
you.
makes me feel like,
timestamp.
it makes me
That's
feel
a
like the
gem.
work was worth it. So for you all to act like you're tugging on each other's arms, absolutely worth it.
Well, yeah, you know, I gotta say, even this time the picture is clear now.
Is
for me.
Yeah, and the latency is totally like so much better now.
Oh, yeah.
I upped
Oh,
my
much
RAM from like 16 gigabytes to 80. I just.
Oh my god, that would do it.
That'll do it. That'll do it. I'm gonna go
So,
run and grab a.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some
I'm
water.
proud of you,
Yeah,
Malcolm.
mad
Proud of you.
overkill. I bought 232 sticks, but when we installed them, we were just like, let's throw them all in there. So they're like,
More power. Oh.
yeah.
Oh shit.
So Amnon's just looking for some like something better than a studded armor, leather armor right now.
Okay, so you're trying to shop to see if
Yeah.
you can find something better than studded. All right, so I can get you. Let me get that. Let's tell you what they have at the Fire Snake Forge.
Your snake.
This music is so pleasant. I'm like being like lullabied right now. Poor Jameson, his internet died.
Oh damn! Oh, here he comes. Here comes. Get him back in. There we go.
That died.
Made it back, man.
I would like to get an undercut.
All right, betting time. Chances of survival.
Oh, I know. I feel like we just entered the room full of like weapons.
Yeah. All of the chests of healing supplies. I have a couple of healing.
So I know that something bad's about to happen.
Come here, Mona. Say hi to the boys.
Kitty.
This is Mona, my roommate's cat.
Hi, Mona.
Oh, she's purring even though she is wriggling. Here. No.
I want to play a tabaxi so bad.
Whoop, that's on my key. Play a tabaxi, be a furry.
Well, when you say
you're
like
already playing
that...
a shifter, so let's just say.
On every level, including physical, I am a wolf.
I am a wolf. That's Ravi. What happened to I think like the last session you didn't do did you do a no context?
I haven't. It's because I keep like trying to find gifts for them and then I just fall asleep and then I never follow through.
Well, hey, tonight you can stay up till midnight, watch Bad Batch when it drops.
I can because I don't work tomorrow.
I thought you said you can't.
No, I can because I do not work tomorrow.
I also work tomorrow morning, but
Oh,
I'm going to do it anyway because nothing is real.
Oh, that is very true. I do have one picture saved already for the recap.
Already, great. Oiled up Tempe. He's that guy doing like the tiptoe across the stage, the bodybuilder.
Oh,
you know that gif?
There's that man that we always used to use all the time that was like oiling himself.
We used to always use all the time.
Sorry, Amnon or Ohan used to use all the time.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of stuff we used to do, I was my tomorrow recording. Tomorrow I'm meeting with some people about scheduling my qualifying exams, which are kind of like the halfway point for my degree. Because we've been playing since I started, because I started playing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's like, what
Hey,
is
hello?
little one.
Hello?
CM Junior?
So
cute.
happening.
Oh wait, look at the
Hi,
oh,
mama.
so cute.
Good. See the face?
She's like, what is going on?
Oh.
Indeed.
I look at those lips. Ooh.
He's like, and that's the thing that's gonna kill them, and that's the dye that's gonna kill them.
Have
her roll it.
Do them in.
And
Yes.
they are so dead.
This is the
Malcolm
monster
being
that
like,
they're gonna
how
die
young
from."
is too young to get her a set of dice?
They're like big ones.
When she's at the age where she won't swallow them.
Oh,
you are-
The
you're-
big foam, the big foam
Yeah,
dice.
the big foam.
Big foam dice.
Yeah,
Aww.
I got a chance to.
Those chubby cheeks.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I wish that was me, just having no idea what's going on.
I feel like that is me.
Peering over the edge of the screen. So cute.
Yes.
Malcolm, sit her higher.
She
Look, come here.
Oh, she's looking for a
should have gotten here earlier.
She was
Yes,
like,
it's on- yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Okay, I'm
What'd you do?
sorry.
What'd you do?
It's always me. It's always my fault.
Sean, turn your camera off. You're scaring the baby.
Terrible. Look, that's why Tempe's so much cuter than me.
In real life, you want to oil your
Right.
Oh, poor
she's
kid.
right.
Oh, but I was saying because me and Ohan started playing Mines of Phandelver when I first moved to Irvine over Zoom, and so that was the start of my degree. And so now that I'm like halfway through my degree, it will be crazy if I actually get my degree and we're like still all playing together on Zoom.
Yes.
Dude, we
I
better
do.
be what? What the fuck? What do you mean if?
I'm not, we will be, but it'll be great that you guys are. I can measure my degree in the campaigns we've played.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, when I first started, we were playing Storm King's Thunder, and then when I was in the reading year and qualifying exams, that was when we played Dragonlands and Heist of the Dragon Queen, and and then whatever we play next, whatever new system Malcolm gets me to play.
Truly, not to get sappy, but I'm truly so thankful for all you guys.
No, I love you guys. Cheers to everyone.
Yeah.
Cheers to this group. Clink.
Yeah.
I still have the same insight posted. What we need to do is get this framed for Malcolm.
Oh,
I still have the same insight posted. Same insight posted.
When did Storm King's Thunder? When did you guys start Storm King's Thunder?
I can check on the calendar, but I think it was fall of 2021 because I was in classes. Because we finished it up in May when it was hot out.
I don't know how many sessions you guys had before.
Well, you were there around the Christmas one because Krampus was the Christmas special.
Yeah.
So you were there around probably January 2022. That sounds like not that.
No, that can't be right.
It must have been earlier.
Had to be earlier than that. Yeah. Malcolm, when did Storm King's Thunder? When did I first start playing Storm King's Thunder with you guys?
Man, that's
muted.
Oh, sorry.
You're still muted.
You're still
muted.
All right.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think I scared her because I had these headphones on. I can't really hear my voice. So I was like, hey, I went up and she was like, what? Lost.
I didn't know he could be that loud.
She was like, nah, I'm good.
Me too.
But yeah, no, when was Storm Kings, man? It's been a
we're trying to date ourselves here.
I will never not hate myself for not joining you guys when I could have had the chance to come in early.
Because I brought up Malcolm that I'm preparing to go. I'm planning the date of my qualifying exams, which is the halfway point of my degree. And we started playing Minds of Phandelver right before I moved up here to start. So we are halfway through a PhD program we've been playing.
Damn.
You guys should all get honorary doctorates for that.
Oh yeah.
You heard UCI Dean, if you're watching, give me a degree.
I don't even know who
By the way, so I'm thinking of every year, so around my birthday, I go down to Long Beach for the Long Beach Grand Prix. I know it's on the 16th this year, but I was telling Amnon, I think, and Alex when we were Oman.
That other guy who hangs out with
if you guys don't realize, I think about you all as much as I also think about your characters. I literally say Demetria sometimes. I'll probably be talking to somebody one of my players, Demetria.
Back to young Alex at the beginning of this.
Yeah, but I was thinking maybe we could get together and get a game on a Monday or a Friday or something like that.
Yes.
Down on you guys.
Just tell me the day so I can request it off.
I also have an idea. So I know you all know I used to do the run rally and I haven't done it in years. But I was thinking about starting because when I started the run rally, the whole idea was starting this kind of like a posh kind of uppity kind of event for car people. I've been thinking about doing one for D&D folks.
Yes,
where it's like a weekend, but you stay at a hotel all weekend and you play D&D, but you also golf and you hang out at the pool and you.
That's kind of cool.
We would rent one of the rooms in the hotel to it's basically a VIP convention. So you just get to play with your groups, right? You get to play with your folks, but in a resort setting. All weekend.
I'm in.
It won't be cheap. It'll probably because you're.
I might be in.
It's never that kind of stuff.
But if it's at a Motel 6 and it's a horror campaign,
well then it's cheap.
Alexis definitely in.
But I'm thinking Palm Springs and then you get we rent a room and then you have the golf courses and you drive up there and you hang out and you do the pools.
All right, who wants to split a room?
Yeah.
Lex.
It was a random idea, but I was like, that would be fun, a D&D weekender.
Either way, that sounds like so much
I'll
fun.
split a room with you, but you'll be staying with my kid.
And I'm not even talking about anything about expensive on paying me. It'd be more so about I'm saying expensive because we'd have to get in rooms and stuff and all that.
Picture Ohan being they're your problem now as it goes.
Ohan just
I don't even walk
disappears.
in. I just throw them through the door.
Oh man.
Covered in face paint and like rainbow stickers by the end of the trip.
My daughter will do that. Yes.
Dude, that's how I felt on this field trip last week.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a good
search
time.
for Harshnag. I found it. I logged onto. This is re-derailing. But I went back on Meetup and I checked. It looks like the Storm King's Thunder, the search for Harshnag. So the one when we were actually on the mountain looking for Harshnag, and then we found Harshnag, but then we found you in the Krampus cage. It was like immediately after that. So it was like January. So it was like February or March of 2021.
Oh yeah.
And we were level 6, and we were level.
And now it's March of 2023.
And now it's March of 2023.
It's like my anniversary, guys.
Yeah.
Nah.
Hey.
I still love that one comment you left on YouTube where it was like, I gotta get on one of these games.
Yes.
Bro,
Sean would talk to me for a long time. He would always be like, one of these days. And I
yeah.
was like, I thought, because I talked to him, at that time I was really active on my Instagram, and I was like, Sean is real cool, but like, he's never going to join one of these games. Like and if he does, he'll join one, and then he's going to jump off because he's doing his Star Trek thing. This guy's got like a life, man. This guy's busy. And I get it. I was like, but yeah, man, you jumped on. I was like, oh man, this is dope. Because a lot of people were like, oh, how do I, people always hit me up and be like, how do I get in your games? And at that time, Sean was essentially, you had all kind of met through the meetup, and Sean was like kind of outside talking to me for a while. But once he jumped in, he was like fit like a glove. Yeah.
And we were never the same without him.
That's right.
Amen.
You're stuck
And
with
then
it.
he became recurring beloved fan favorite character Killjoy. And also that other guy, and also that owl.
So
dude.
many
That
NPCs at this
other
point
owl
I can't
guy.
even roleplay them. I'm like, they're just they do their own thing. They're like a separate party that like goes and talks to each other while you guys go do stuff. I've never given a group this many NPCs to fuck around with. It's like, geez.
Oh, and Lex, it looks
Yes.
like your anniversary of Storm King's Thunder is
Let me guess, May 12th.
no, it's coming up. It's like March 17th. That's when
Is
we
it
were
really?
On the, yeah, it's when we were on the Sea of Ice. It looks like
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Actually, it was March 17th. March 17th is your, or wait, no, Svadborg was when we found the shell. Yeah, you weren't there when we found the conch shell.
No,
So
I
around
was
the same
there
time as
literally
Sean.
the episode before we went to the plane of air.
Well, Ravi and Jameson, Alex and Jameson have the same. They should have the same.
Yeah, we came in on the same episode.
They came out of the boat together.
They were both tied up on the frost.
Oh yeah, on the
God.
the raider boat.
Low key, I miss being a bard.
Yeah.
I play a bard in Curse of Strahd, and it's so fun.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. Hold up, let me see. Jarls, no. That one, no.
I can find it.
You're
I'm
right
just going
about
back
the
through
name.
Meetup.
Shit,
I will say,
really
Malcolm,
much
I really
awesome.
hated Meetup, so I'm glad we don't do Meetup anymore. Anti-sponsorship Meetup.
Did you hate
Meetup, if you're
did you hate
listening,
the
fuck
process
off.
of going
Yeah,
through it,
fuck you,
or did
Meetup.
you hate did you just hate
Because
Meetup?
they would never make it easy for me to just look at your page. It would be like I'd
Yeah.
always have to
Oh,
log
yeah.
in, and then it would take me
Yeah.
to like the blank, front page that reminds me that I don't do anything.
Yeah.
And
Listen,
then they were
I can't-
constantly sending me emails, and the app didn't work. And
Yeah.
comment down below that you hate Meetup. If you hate
Yeah,
Meetup,
Listen,
we hate
either
Meetup.
regardless of how
I
awful
need
Meetup
the
is,
coffee to get a goddamn app. Because like
Yeah,
I
you
can't be mad at Meetup
Yeah.
because that's the reason we're all here.
that's
no,
why I can't be mad. at
shut
Meetup.
up.
I can't be.
Damn it,
Hey,
Max.
I'm gonna agree. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Meetup, and I will thank Meetup for sending me to that. They sent me to what's her name? Meetup gave me a free ticket to go see
Taylor Swift.
Odyssey. What's the Odyssey? It's like live D&D. What's her name? Who from
Oh, the true blood chick, right?
True
What's
Blood
her
chick.
name?
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
in Daredevil. What's her name? Shout out to her. She's
Shout out
cool,
to her,
man.
Yeah, Deborah Wall.
Deborah Wall,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Wall, right? Yeah,
Meetup
yeah.
hit me up and was like, "Hey, we see you're doing good things on there. You're really promoting D&D on our app. Well, we want to send you to this event." And I was like, "I'm down."
Oh, that's cool as shit.
Yeah, so
I take
don't
it back.
listen to her. Love you, Meetup. If you want to throw any new stuff at my direction. Oh man,
I found it. It's April 14th. April 14th. You're on the attendance list,
But
Alex. So
I
Only
understand.
Cheryl and Amnon have played in other groups, right?
because we were playing Mines of Phandelver first.
Yeah.
So you guys have played with other groups, though, right?
Like here, like through the.
Yeah, or is it just Malcolm's groups? Have you played with the other DMs?
Oh, I've played with other people before. Malcolm's the only one I think in the game.
No,
point
but
I've
I
played with.
mean through Meetup and shit. Like you know how like you got
right.
like Malcolm, you've got like other DMs, right?
It's actually funny because one of the reasons, right? Meetup is responsible for y'all being here. I'm not. Meetup is not responsible for me because Deborah actually told me about your game,
Yes.
and so Deborah
I
brought
remember
me.
Deborah.
But Deborah found out through Meetup, I believe.
I think it was Meetup, but yeah,
Because
one
we
degree
work
of
at the
separation.
same job,
It all
but
comes
Deborah
back-
didn't know I was
comes
having
back
this
around.
meetup at the comic shop, and when she showed
That's
up,
so
we were
weird.
Like, oh, we work together, and I was just ending my corporate because Deborah and I worked the same job, and it had gone around the job that I run D&D, but Deborah never came over and said, hey, I want to play with you all. She just came to the meetup session that I had.
I remember it being like a surprise. You guys like, oh, you work at
we're
so.
like, oh, you work at Sage.
That's so weird. That's
You know what's fun?
Deborah
no, but I
still
mean like
have
because
the
sometimes
dice
in
set
other,
I bought
in
at that
other-
meeting.
And Deborah's like a VP level at my company, and she plays in both my Tales of the Loop game
Mhm.
and my
No way.
Aliens game all the time. Yeah.
And
That's weird.
she is my best friend's mom, who was leader of our Girl Scout troop for like 12
That's
years.
ridiculously crazy.
That's why she's trying to get me to go to the woods, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Oh my god, we
I
all
don't
rent
go
a
to the
cabin and
woods.
we like play D&D for a weekend.
D&D weekend in the woods. That might be
I have
cool.
a
I'm
C-boy
so down.
black man aversion of woods.
The
and
woods,
tents.
white ladies inviting you to the woods.
Man,
Don't do it.
that's just
Yeah, no, I
terrifying.
get it. I saw that movie. Don't do it. It ain't worth it.
Okay, but
I'm down
listen,
with it.
we get like a cute little Airbnb cabin.
No, you can't. We can't do the Airbnb in the woods, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
doing
I've seen-
a film
I've seen
right
a
now
lot of
about
bad
What
it.
if-
Airbnb
Hold on.
movies.
What if we all do that and then we all do shrooms?
No. And also, I don't glamp. Also, I'm sorry, I don't glamp. I'm a backpacker. I don't glamp.
Oh
No,
my
we're not
god.
doing that.
All right, Cheryl stays outside in the tent, and
In
the
the
rest
woods.
of us are inside the cabin.
Just me out in the rain watching you play D&D through the bushes. I'm already messaging like,
Because in Tales from the Loop, it takes place in Boulder City, Nevada. So we've been talking about for years going to Boulder City, Nevada.
That's
Since
That's
where
honestly
we
That's
play
kind of
everything.
cool.
at,
That's kind of
that would be
That's
cool though.
everything.
Yeah.
All right, for
Malcolm,
kids
you're
on
the only
bikes, we
one
gotta
who
go to
plays
this.
with the other groups then.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's like, no, we need to go to Long Beach. I'll hang out with you guys if we go to Long Beach. We go to a
Every
nice
time-
hotel. And it's,
I'll go to other places. They just, I'm just a little.
Malcolm's
leery of
like,
the
if I'm ever
woods.
going to show up where you guys are, there needs to be continental breakfast. That's
Yeah. Every time
Yeah,
the other
once
I do
Discord
go to the
chats
woods, I'm
pop
just
off.
I'm glamping. I want there to be a bathroom somewhere.
Yeah, there's got to be a bathroom.
Truly.
There's got to be a
I
bathroom.
would love
yeah.
a bathroom. I just want to be able to take a
That'd be
hot
bad.
shower.
Yeah.
I know.
weaklings.
We are.
Yo, but every time the other Discord chats pop off, like I kind of get weirded out, and I'm just like, who the fuck are all these people?
Oh,
Listen,
yeah. I
listen.
want
And then
you,
I'll, like-
I want you all one day to play with some of the because like if you never played with Jason's great, Nikki's great. Like,
Yeah.
my Theros group, they're fun.
No
They're-
new
they're just
friends.
murder-
though.
they're mur- I'm
I
saying
think
on
I played
camera,
with
they're
Jason.
murder hobos.
Did you?
Like, for sure.
Nikki was in Minds of
I've never
Fandelver
played
for a
with
hot
Nikki.
second.
No.
She was.
Because I played with some people via the DM thing. So I played with some other people.
Yeah. I think I
But-
brought you on Alex to play. I know we got at some point. I think when I hired Richard, I think you played his. Didn't you play like a game with Richard early on, like in the forest for his early on?
I think so, and I think it ended up being me and one other person.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think it might have. Yeah, just like he was getting like his start.
Yeah, and I almost died, and I was like, I don't know if this is
And then you came to us.
D&D.
And then you came to us.
I think this might have been post me coming to you.
Oh,
Actually,
right,
I don't
you-
know. I don't
you
know.
Watched
actually.
a game. You watched a game of ours.
watched a
and then you
game.
left, played another game, and then you came back.
Yeah,
I'm
because I
always
used to
interested
play
in
with
people who play.
a different
I feel like Ohan has
DM.
played with other meetup groups. Haven't you played with some other meetup groups and stuff? Yeah.
I have.
I always want to ask like how they compare to us.
Were they awful?
And Malcolm like,
I don't have to.
right because I was
It
recommended.
feels wrong to
Uh,
ask that. but okay.
I was recommended Malcolm by Jeremy, and here I am, almost 3
Jeremy
years later.
was alien locking Cheryl's character in a
oh
room.
god, that dude.
Yeah, I
There's
love
something Jeremy, because the thing with that alien game is I think I joined it like super casually, like I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting to play, like I just hopped on, and then suddenly he was like demanding my best performance possible, like because I was playing the captain and he was like come on, Captain, you're the one that tell us what to do. And I'm like, oh shit, I wasn't prepared to
That's
take
one of my favorite Alien games today because I did not know how it was going. I didn't even really damn near halfway know the rules. We were playing for the first time. But
I like how
between
Alien,
Cheryl
like-
and Jeremy, it was like the Cheryl and Jeremy show. We were just like, everybody was like, oh my god. It was just a rivalry between the captain and
Well, because then Renee's in the background betraying us all, sending side messages. I like how it was our first Alien game, but there's something intrinsic into the Alien game that makes you want to betray and have agendas and just
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, it's like working at a real job. That's good.
Yeah.
Not to, but there is I do have the final episode, so I have the tie-in. There's a tie-in module to that first game we played, but at some point I would like to run it. But it'd be cool to run it with people who played the first one, since it ties all.
reunion tour.
All right.
Speaking of, we should get back to this game.
Let's get
Speaking
back
of,
to our game. So I know we're all-
just as Lex leaves.
Yeah, where's he? Kenneth, are you still there? Are you surviving, man? Drinking orange juice and water?
I'm drinking
What's your remedy? How do you get over a
Drinking robot juice.
Yeah.
There.
Uh-oh, he's in the Matrix.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
God damn it.
Did you
Gamer
say Mountain
fuel.
Dew?
I did say Mountain Dew.
Okay.
I'm out here like,
The
you need a
ultimate
lemon
remedy I
ginger
go
cayenne
with
shot. You
is-
need some kale.
I just sleep it off.
I mean, that works. I used to. Because I'm not like a nap person. I hate naps, but napping works.
Bro, who can nap? Napping is. I can't nap. I wish I could nap.
I nap and I just wake up like sweaty and mad. Like,
I-
there goes my day.
I would kill for a nap, man.
Fuck. All right. Well, as soon as Robbie comes back, we'll jump back in.
Lex.
We derailed like a motherfucker. But yo, it's me and
Yeah,
Rob.
it's been a while. It's been
been a while.
longer than our usual.
Anniversary,
Whenever
bro.
it's been longer than our usual, we have to have
Some
the
chatty time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
Bro,
that.
2021, that's like 2 years, right? That's over 2 years almost.
yeah.
Just about.
I started this in the end of 2019, so 2020. So yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That says something about you.
Yeah.
Kept all those weirdos together for so long.
I mean, you made the
Weird.
shift to Zoom.
I
You
don't know
made
if
the
I would
shift to
feel too
Zoom.
good about that or not, but I mean, like, it's pretty cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was hard to do. The whole shift to like Zoom was crazy.
Because the thing is, Malcolm, also you've gotten me addicted to like your presentation of D&D, like all the miniatures and the green screen and the music and the cinema and the cinematic. You've gotten me addicted to that. It feels like such like if you know, if I leave this game, I lose like the best curated D&D experience that I can get. That I
just
can
want to
actually
be Michael Bay at D&D. You know, I just.
You're like there in your little shrine, Matthew
Yeah.
Mercer's face on a glossy 2x4 just
Yeah, No,
red circle.
I think if Mercer is the the Spielberg, I just want to blow stuff up and like I want you to know me for my spectacle, right? Like it's just so because I think that's still the game because like I don't think I could ever copy or want to be like any other dungeon master, but I don't know. I do think it's really
Do
interesting
you
to
the
think
best
about
that you can.
exactly. That's all it is, you know. I think you just,
Well, I think you have your own signature too. So even if you tried to, I don't know if that would
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Because you have a very
My
unique
goal
style.
has always been to make games feel like because I just like movies and so it's always that cinematic scope is what I'm usually going for, episodic, even using terms like cold open and using terms like most dungeon masters will say, oh, that's where we're going to end tonight. I always say crash to black, fade to white. I use those like script terms because that's just the way I see the game.
Well, because Malcolm, I still remember one of the like first peak Malcolm D&D experience moments for me was when we were playing Minds of Phandelvers and the Red Brands burned down that inn or something, and we were like fighting to get like people out of the inn. The innkeeper was tied up, or they were in the windows, and we were popping off trying to have like the street battle with them. You turned on fucking like like Good, Bad, and the Ugly music, and you were like literally pulling the camera back. You were like, and we were all there. You had the street all built out, and you were describing the camera like pulling back to this wide.
I want to play that game. What the
street.
fuck, man?
Do you like
That
spaghetti
sounds awesome.
westerns? Yeah, we can.
I love
I
that
love spaghetti
shit, dude.
westerns.
Well, that's
But no, I just remember that.
Kind
So,
of
yeah,
what
that's
my
the
next.
Malcolm style.
That's
The
kind of what my
the
next
cinematics
campaign is
is
gonna be based
Malcolm
on.
Oh, I'm
style.
in. I
But
want
it's
in
not
on
gonna
that.
be D&D. It's gonna be.
That's fine.
this game.
It's gonna be he has the books. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
What system is that?
It's something of the apocalypse, but it's called Forbidden Lands.
Oh, that's what we talked
That's the
about in
one we
chat.
talked about before. Yeah, I won't continue any more further. But yeah, that's what I'm excited. I've been like just kind of living in that world, and it feels very like Western in that way that it's kind of ruthless. And
You're tempting me, Malcolm. You're tempting me. You're persuading me.
You're,
Oh my God,
put it this way, in that game, everyone's a rogue. Like you're all different. You got your class. You can be a barbarian. You could be a bard, but you're essentially a rogue.
I want to be like a busty brothel owner.
It's possible, but it won't be the busty brothel owner that you are in D&D or in Forgotten Realms. There are no floating globes and like it's gonna feel shitty, kind of like like the cities are not nice, the villages are not nice. They're like awful old school medieval kind of squalor.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but well, let's get back. Let's jump in. We'll talk about this after the game if we got some time. Amnon, Ohan sitting there like, what are we doing? I gotta go make my dragon collar, right?
I'm looking at Prince. I'm like, yeah.
Fuck, is this gonna be like a thing where we like leave and it's like 3 days later?
Oh, don't even.
And so you guys are. Oh, I know that when we left off, Amnon, you were looking to buy some armor. So they sell everything that you can find in the player's handbook, but at 100% markup.
Okay.
Yep. So if there's armor that you want, purchase it. Unless you're trying to like bargain over it. But so basically, if it's 50 gold, it's 100 gold. But yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta talk to Stagat too, right?
Oh yeah. And you were talking to Sagat, so Sagat's
right.
kind of pulling you aside, and
I'm gonna look around see if anybody notices me take him off to the side.
they do.
You're like, if anyone notices me,
Well, I
that's
don't know
just
you.
thank him.
Okay.
I've been watching a lot of Oz, so I know what happens now. You're taking him away from the guards.
I'm gonna roll. Can I roll stealth?
You can. I mean, you can. He's not. I'll say that. Everyone give me a perception check, and Tip, you can roll stealth. But you'll roll it at disadvantage since the guy's not trying to be stealth.
All right.
And you don't have to beat anything that you have to beat everybody else's. The highest perception of your party.
29.
Jesus.
Can
Robbie roll anything?
17.
I can't roll. Every now and then, Robbie's like, I rolled a 7. I'm like, how do you even do that when you roll like 29 on the average?
Well, perception, I got a plus 12, so.
Okay. Yeah.
So now I can't hide him in the bathroom. Fine, guys. Well, if it's only Robbie that saw me, maybe I still can.
So
okay.
He just kind of walks over and he goes, "Listen, this hasn't been great for all of us. None of this. I never asked to be here, but I sense some tension between you and I. I know that I am just. I was just the captain of the guard. I never asked to save the world. But I'm doing my best here."
Tempe looks at him and says, "Do better."
All right. What would you suggest I do to do better? Is there anything that I can... Is there any wisdom that you can impart?
Tempe's like frustrated right now. Not in a bad way, more in like a frustrated that he's being asked, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Tempe is going to say that I'm particularly frustrated with the situation as a whole. And you're another person to worry about. And my family worried about you worries me. Stop being a worry.
This is what I see. I'm not worried. If I die here, So be it.
Me either.
Then we aren't that different. So, why don't we both just follow your advice? Stop worrying about it.
Cool.
Understood. I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same page. I'm never going to be I'm not going to slow you down. If I go, and I'll be fine with that. And he kind of
Tempe goes, just to understand, my problem is not with you. My problem is we have enough to worry about. And I have a few people I have to worry about that I prefer over you. And they worry about you. That's my point.
And I have a city to worry about that I prefer over you.
You have no city. You're nothing. You're here with us. You have absolutely nothing. You have less than nothing. You have less than we do.
If that is the way you inspire. So
if you were looking for inspiration, you're looking at the wrong person.
Understood. I was just trying to better see who I am traveling these lands with, and I understand now. I get it. It's all about them over everything.
That's correct.
It is your biggest weakness, as is mine is mine.
I have no weaknesses.
He pats you on the back. Fair enough.
He what? Time be like.
Sagat just had the mind-reveling realization that Tempe, in some ways, is just a 12-year-old boy.
And it, probably didn't go as planned. And he just kind of good talk and walks away. And
I'm gonna timestamp the moment in Malcolm's eyes where I saw him mentally go, "Bet."
Yep. Tempe's tired, guys. He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to have to worry about external people. He literally he's fought with Amnon and Kaneth. They're semi-family. He loves them because he's been with them for a long time. Ravi and Dimitri are his main concern. They're the only people who he has a connection. I mean, somewhat Amnon too, but Ravi and Dimitri are the only ones who he has a connection to. And for his people, he doesn't have he doesn't have emotional connections to people. That's why Lenore was so important to him. You know what I mean? So it's a familial thing that is super rare for him. Nobody else really matters. He'll fucking lose everybody for the people who he actually thinks of as family.
Yeah,
You know
Lenore, it's been so long.
Whether they can or not.
I've been waiting to hear people talk about worrying for Lenore, but yeah.
I think we're all so worried that we'd rather not talk.
Not even bring it up. Yeah, I understand. So these conversations are happening. Amnon, did you buy anything that on that list that stood out to you, or that you want to ask the group to help you buy? I don't know how much gold Amnon had. It's all in gold. It's not in soul coins.
Yeah, no, definitely. I couldn't see where the list for magical items was, if there were.
Oh, there are no magical items here.
Okay, then I'm good.
Okay, yeah. He wants magical armor. Yeah. He would just have armor. There's other armors, but there's no magical armor.
Okay, then I'm good then.
Kaneth would like to buy a longbow and some arrows.
Absolutely. Handbook, whatever you buy, 100% markup. So just maybe note it on your character sheet, and then just maybe send me a note so I can note what you purchased. One more. So use that longbow, and I'll take that note right now.
So that'll be 75 gold with markup.
Okay. Means purchase longbow, right?
Yep.
Okay.
and then 2 bundles of arrows.
Okay. Well, we are feeling refreshed. Rock is like we should get back on the road. I don't want this place to dull my senses.
And a quiver for set arrows.
Okay. Gathering all your things, and on your way out, Mahadi approaches and just walks over to you all. Did you find everything to your liking? Would you give us a thumbs up?
If there were a way to give you guys like a certain number of stars between 1 and 5, I'd give you 5 stars.
Thank you, my lad. And he goes to shake your hand.
Were there some kind of way for us to shout and or yelp how we found the services here?
Simply as you leave we call it our bubble, the horseshoe, the infernal war machines, that just give a shout out and saying the name, of course, infernal war machine, infernal rapture.
Infernal
and
rapture.
All will hear. Much appreciated.
Do you have any business cards?
We are not that kind of place.
Oh. Can I give you one of our business cards?
Absolutely.
Put it up on the corkboard by the cash register.
And his hand comes out from his cloak, and you notice that it's kind of pawed and clawed like a tiger, and that the thumb is on the other side.
Can I like shift just my hand into like the wolf form if I hand it over? I wink at him.
Hand in furry hand.
As he takes the card. So I see why you did not choose the werebore for your choice of.
It seemed like a weird. Am I frozen?
You're frozen. Too.
It seemed uncouth. It
seemed inappropriate.
I appreciate you all. You are always welcome to come back.
I think he's the first NPC to actually mean that.
Yes. I will offer, as I'm sorry to be that person, but I always must offer my extra services, and I must say you all did very well with your, budget and everything that you had here. I just want to let you know that today's special is a resurrection spell. Asmodeus sends me this ability from time to time sends me this scroll, but I only give them out to those. Being completely honest, I know it's going to sound bad here, but I'm just going to go out and say it. I'm looking for a soul, someone willing to sign a soul over, and I'm willing to give a resurrection spell. Souls don't have to be bad. Doesn't mean you burn for eternity. Just means, whenever you do kick the bucket, you come back here and you work. Would this be such a bad place to work when you do die?
Is it for infinity, like forever?
Is that how everyone got here? Is that how everyone who works here got here?
I wouldn't say that's how everyone, but let's not go into that. He kind of like.
Let's not go into the fine print of a soul contract.
It's just, maybe I misjudged. You probably will not need a resurrection scroll.
If we don't use it, do you still get our soul? Or is it a purchase whether we use it or not kind of thing?
It's a soul contract. So here's the thing. If you're entertaining this idea, I'm willing to make some addendum in the clause that if you do not use if there's no need to use the resurrection spell, then your soul is not under contract. The contract will be, null and void. Should you actually use the scroll, as it will be burned upon use, the person who uses it will be bound to me.
Again, is this forever or?
It is a forever, but forever here is quite awesome.
What if instead of forever we do like 100 years?
500 years.
Demetra.
500 years would take a deal. Really? For sure?
If I use it.
That was not helping.
If it doesn't get used and I
like
die
the way
of
your
natural,
paladin bargains. He kinda like-
I don't.
And he reaches out, and if
I figure saving someone else is a good use of my soul, and you guys don't seem half bad down here. When Malcolm Soap said he unplugs his.
It's just going to be that ending scene in Constantine. It's like, oh, you sacrifice your soul to the devil to save someone else.
every time you guys have shocked me to that, you've caused me to rip out my.
Because here's my thought process. When I nat 20 insight checked this joint, it even whiffed of Bahamut. It seems like a nice place. They seem like decent people. No cannibalism like at the Tiefling Twister. And if it's, I don't know, but blood sucking.
Okay, right.
And so I figure, if it's the cost of 500 years of my soul, saving someone else seems to be a good purchase. So I'll take it.
He shakes your hand. You feel the thumb kind of creep around, and he, for the first time, he kind of like reveals himself in this majestic, like tiger form, still wearing the same clothes and very well adorned and fancy jewels. And then, as your hands shake, he produces a contract and a copy. He hands you a copy. And from your like as though you signed, it's already signed, as though you signed.
Like the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, that was yours. This one is mine, and he kind of burns away as though he put it away. Well, it is. This was a good day for me. I am glad you all had a great time, and Demetria, let's just say I hope to see you in the future.
I hope it's under circumstances of my choosing.
I will honor that. It will have to be. And so, with that, he waves and watches you all leave. And as you get outside of it, of course, it doesn't settle immediately, but yeah, you're back in hell. Tempe's like, damn, this is shit.
Hey, Demetria, maybe next time, don't jump from 100 to 500.
What's happening?
It's better than eternity. It's better than forever.
But that's Demetria, though.
Sure,
She's
but
like,
you know what's
she
better
would
than
steal that
500?
from you,
200.
like-
Yeah.
Maybe 150.
Yeah, 150.
I don't think he would have taken 150, but
They
whatever.
do they teach tieflings math?
How about this? Demetria turns to look at Tempe.
Tempe's being a dick
All right,
today.
okay. Listen, let's not do this right now. Okay, let's make sure Demetria doesn't have to use this.
Yeah,
spell.
let's consider. How about that? Consider this insurance. If you love me, Tempe, you'll try your hardest not to fucking die.
And here's the thing:
Okay,
when you look
let's
at the, when you
not
look at
do
the
ultimatums.
Guy, don't
So-
use it on me.
Stop it.
When you look at the
Stop.
spell scroll, not only it's not a normal spell scroll. So Demetrius holding it. It doesn't necessarily have to be read to be activated. It's in the writing. Is that it just it kind of like can work on like bonus action to just basically think about using it. But if you commit to it, it's used. And it's so without you even reading it, if you commit to using it, it will burn the scroll, and Asmodeus will send his loyal priests to come and to cast True Resurrection on one character.
True Resurrection. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Even better. That's worth 500 years.
And we're gonna use it on Stigat.
I love
And
it.
we're going to use it on Stigat.
We went to hell and we got a soul contract. That's a win for a DM. I feel like, hey, yeah, I got a soul contract.
I mean, these people don't seem like the worst kinds of people to get soul
You can only
contracted
use
to.
that resurrection spell once, though, right? So you can only bring that motherfucker back
Oh,
once.
yeah.
So help me God.
Cheryl, that's what I thought about my job.
Sean's like, the second that motherfucker's awake.
It's a wrap for him.
Oh, wow. So I'm going to need to custom this in D&D Beyond. They don't even make spell scrolls that go up to 9th level.
Yeah, so it's...
Oh, no, there it is. 9th level.
Okay.
Add.
Um,
Add it to the backpack.
so,
Customize.
I'm going to ask you all right now, tonight's been a really fun night, with them kind of getting a moment of reprieve, and now they're traveling on. How long do you all want to play tonight?
I'm good to whenever.
I'll go to 10. How long you trying to go?
Because if we get into a fight,
Yeah, that's what I'm
No.
saying. Do you want, if you do get into a fight, it could go. So
I mean, because here's a question. Because since we were supposed to meet last
you're
Wednesday,
playing next week.
okay, so we're just playing next Wednesday. Okay, I could wait because while I did say I was planning on staying up for Bad Batch anyway, I shouldn't, and I do have class at 9, and I have papers to grade still.
Yeah.
So I say we play till 10 tonight.
I can do till 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
So don't let us fight.
because I
anything.
know you all. Well,
Take it off.
I'm not trying not to, but I know you all are. You probably think I'm going to throw
also,
something
I
at
don't-
you.
I
I'm
don't
not necessarily
mind-
trying to. I'm just saying now you're back in the wild, so we're,
I don't mind
Freeze in the
stopping
wild.
mid battle. I will say.
yeah, that's
so
fine.
if you
we need to stop mid battle. I'll just say 10 is around the
Yeah.
time we're winding down that last round, if there is even battle.
We battle Tiamat.
Oh my god, what are you doing, man?
Malcolm's like surprised.
That's what I was actually kind of scared. I figured Malcolm wouldn't. There was like a non-zero chance of my dream thing getting crashed by Tiamat just for story ominence. It was like 10-20% chance that would happen, but it was all good.
And so, feeling refreshed, having all of I believe everyone's exhaustion is now gone. 100%. You guys travel for another 6 hours, and when you arrive at this location, what happens is you end up coming up over another hill, and you see this gargantuan volcano that dominates the horizon, and the clouds of fire and ash spew from the caldera. And am I saying that right, Dimitri? Is it caldera? Okay, good. See, we'll start checking in with Dimitri to make sure these, because I've been saying that for years. I'm like, what if I'm saying that wrong? But yeah, and the air just kind of trembles, and these just kind of angry, these grumblings, and a vast, multi-layered fortress has been hewn into the volcanic rocky slopes, and you all stand in this vast valley with that in the distance, and it's full of these sandy, ashy dunes. You can't tell if it's sand or if it's wafting ash, and the air is thick with humidity that causes the sweat to start to creep into all the the most hated parts of your armor, or the sucky parts of your armor. And Araka stands and goes, "We've made it to the path of bones."
Baraka, not to be disrespectful, but is there any place in this entire place that is not named something like the Path of Bones, the Pit of Blood, the River of Screams? Is there anywhere that has a nice name in Avernus?
It's hell. Unfortunately, Asmodeus is not that original. I'm sorry.
Thunder cracks.
Yeah.
Demetrius tired.
Legend has it that the forge was built by fire giants, who the demon Bel claimed their souls from the river to build his first forge. And after it was built, they became the army to guard the path to its entrance. But when Bahamut, this is literally just legend, when Bahamut cast Tiamat down into Avernus, she hit like a comet, and the blast supposedly destroyed the army of giants, and now they lie in piles, waiting to be disturbed. Only then do they rise to do their job, even though the new Bell Forge has been relocated. This is now known as the Forge of the Fallen, so we should tread carefully.
Touch only the lamp.
You can look at the Forge of the Fallen map on Legend Keeper and see where you all are set up. Actually, give me a second
I'm looking at the picture right now on Legend Keeper, and this is like the sexiest image I've ever seen.
Of the landscape.
There's
Yeah,
a
it's
sexy
just
engine in a
beautiful.
landscape. What is it?
Just look at this. I love a staircase that goes up to like mysterious.
Oh yeah, you're seeing like the
Mm,
But now, do you also see the path of bones?
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so then the path of bones
Oh.
is important because
Oh, it's very small.
Wait, where are we? Oh,
no. So you click on it and it should expand into an entire map that you
I got
can-
It's not loading for me. Let me
Oh,
refresh.
weird. Refresh.
Yeah, it's not loading for me.
That's weird. Okay. So I'll share my screen really quick to show you what it
Oh.
should look like. Well, you should
Good
be-
old hex crawl.
like this
Share.
weird demonic church music.
Okay. So if you see here, you should see Path of Bones here.
Mm-hmm.
Then you click on it, you go to map. When you go to map, what you should be able to see is left hand starts here. This is the starting location. And you should be able to see that this is where the base of the forge is, the base of the volcano.
Okay, so that comes up, but I don't see it. Like any of the expanded stuff, that doesn't come up.
Okay.
You know, I tried zooming out and something I think it came up. Try zooming out, maybe?
Like I see the map that we're looking at, but like all the extra stuff that's within that. Like
That's interesting.
Oh, yeah, same for me. Like at the starting point, there is no icon.
That's so weird. Yeah, Legend Keeper. I need to like talk to what's his name who runs it because it's been that shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
'Cause
If you
Well,
click
we know
on
they're
it,
watching,
it
so
goes
listen.
to it.
what I will do.
Friends of the channel.
Let me. Okay. What I'll do is I'll just share my screen then, and but before I do that, let me
I should have asked how quickly after using that scroll I get nabbed. I should have asked how immediate me getting nabbed would be. Is it an after I die kind of thing? Because I would be okay with an after I die kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Is it? Do I use the scroll and I get
you use
yoinked?
the scroll and it's after you die.
Okay,
you just
cool.
know that your soul is owned by at that.
I'll be
point.
at peace. I'll be at peace.
Yeah.
He seems like a fine
Uh,
gentleman.
So,
You gotta cast the spell Ward to activate the scroll upon your own death.
I would love to know what Demetria's job title is going to be at this.
Okay,
At
so
the-
can you all see my?
Massage.
Can you see me moving this around? The left.
Tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what I'll say, what there's, you see the path of all these kind of dunes and like rocky outcrops, and there's this like hazy mist, and it's humid, and you can kind of see some areas where like the bones literally jut out of the ground. Each one of these spaces is about 60 feet in diameter, and what I want to know is I want you all to basically tell me up, down, left, right, like start to chart your path and travel on your way to the.
Do we want to try?
Sorry, give me one
It
second.
looks-
I'm gonna stop sharing 1 second.
Oh.
I need to look at my. It's weird because I can't see my notes because now that I'm sharing that way. So those people who can still see it, hopefully they can give me one. Here's what I'm gonna do. Double.
Can I move it?
I'm gonna just
No,
go
I cannot.
I don't think we can move it.
Yeah, I can't
No.
move it. It's not like
Yeah, you
Albert
can't move it,
Rodeo.
so you almost have to just kind of tell me where you're sending it.
Because I'm thinking that our path, it looks like it might be easier. There's like a gap in between these mountains that are between us and the base of the volcano. So we might want to sort of head very northwesternly.
Okay.
I do
Do
want
you see that? Do you see that gap in between the mountains? There's like a perfect hexagon in between these mountains that are kind of like this between us and the base of the volcano.
I need a DC 15 lead survival check from someone who's going to lead the party. And now I'll go back.
Oh no.
13.
Does that mean you rolled a 1?
No, I rolled a 3.
Oh wow. Okay. So what that tells you is, it just doesn't give you any, no extra help right here.
Wait, was it nature?
No, it was a survival.
Oh, then never mind. That's a 17.
All right. Okay. So, go ahead and let me know, like, where do you want, like, you know, do you want to start? Where's the next space you want to move into?
I'm gonna try to go of the top 2. I'm gonna go to the left one.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if you continue moving, where would you go?
I'm gonna go to the top left again.
Okay. And then where would you go from here?
Cheryl, you were saying. So, were you saying? Let me make sure I understand what you were saying. Go to the top left again, like towards that other ridge of mountains. Yeah.
Here?
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
if Malcolm don't move the screen at all, but right now there's a hexagon right under the word bones on Path of Bones. We want to aim for that gap in the mountain range so we can get through, because then it looks like it'll be easier for us to get to the root or to the base of the volcano coming up from the left without having to cross any mountains.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna that mountain ridge up there that's there, like those taller mountains. I'm gonna hug to the right of them.
So you mean so
So do you see that diagonal line that's essentially going up towards the left? If you keep taking the next left up
here
towards, so if you go that way and you keep continuing that direction, I'm gonna keep following along there, and once I get towards those mountains, I'm gonna hug those mountains.
And you're gonna go through this area. Do you
Basically,
see
yeah.
Can you see my?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can. Yeah.
Okay. So when you move here, I need a D. Can you roll a D4 for me?
I sure can.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can't if I can't pick it up. Holy shit. Okay, I got it. 3.
Okay. And so as you all are traveling through this section, you hear those bones beginning to stir as 3 large groups of these shambling giant skeletal structures begin to come out of the sand. Now, you all can. They stand in your way. You can continue to run in the direction that Ravi is, or you could fight them. But either way, roll initiative here.
Okay.
Run, Rudolph.
Got a nat 20.
Ooh,
Start
nice.
running. Start running.
15.
6.
That makes me a 20.
Oh God.
Damn.
I got
Big, though.
If you were to create a rating based on how challenging they would.
Very.
Well, on a
Very
scale
much.
from like 1 to 30.
So
I guess on a scale from 0 to 30.
Like they kind of come out of the
24.
and they are kind of covered in soot and ash, and they kind of move slowly, but they all are armed with these old rusty weapons from an age gone by. And
I like that.
and there are many of them. There's a swarm of them. So the thing
Can be
about
mounts.
running is if you do run, the entire party needs to commit to it. Otherwise, you may find yourself, trapped in a combat. But it will also be depending on. Let's see what our initiative is. There we go. Okay, so Kenneth, you got a 20 what?
24.
4 and all right.
Running.
Dimitri?
4. No, wait, 6. Sorry, I rolled a 4. I have a +2. 6.
Okay. Robbie.
15.
15. Timpy.
21.
Nice. Amnon.
Big 3.
Big 3.
The biggest 3.
The biggest of all threes. That's right.
So at this point, Kenneth, you are up here, and if we imagine everyone's kind of in a group similar to what we see here, you are there. Your bikes have long been gone, right? So
Rip Kanan's midlife crisis.
Do you plan to fight these? What do you do here?
Think the plan is run.
Yeah, we're running.
Yeah.
All right.
There's too many of them. Get to the chopper.
So he runs. So if everyone is going to run, unless there's skeletons before. Let me see what they rolled, and everyone will go ahead of them.
Hopefully low. For my sake. Demetria's chugging along in the plate armor. Go, go!
So everyone except for Dimitri and Amnon start with a run. They're gonna run as well, but so as they're running,
Brother and sister bonding time.
dashing,
Yeah.
Jog together.
this gets them swarmed by 2 of the groups. Then those groups will. So as they're kind of coming, they kind of catch you guys trying to get off the foot, and those 2 skeletons will attack before. Also, because you guys are dashing, right? So
Yeah.
So then, yeah.
Dishy dashy.
Skeletons,
I am so glad that we decided to stop at that place because Amnon, doesn't level 2 exhaustion mean that your speed is halved?
Yes.
So I'm glad that we are no longer exhausted.
Yes. It was a very good visit to the spot.
So Dimitri, they hit you for a 26 on the first strike, so 12 damage of slashing, and then 1 attack to Amnon for which is 17. Does that hit?
No.
Nope. So then you're good there. All right, Dimitri and Amnon, you're up.
Dash him.
All right, so they will take reactions.
Disengage. And then run again.
Wait, so
Disengage and then full movement.
okay, you have disengage.
Well, it'll be my action is disengaging and then
disengage.
running my full movement.
Got it. So you yep. So then yeah.
Doc, pedal to the metal.
Yeah, so then that's what Amnon would have done too. So disengage. So that means you guys are a little bit behind the rest of the party as they chase you. As you all have first into the round, can I get a if you're proficient in acrobatics, I'll take acrobatics check. If you're not, I'll just take a dexterity check. So dex check from everyone just trying to run away.
+2 if you're by me.
Which is
Nice.
no one because they're all ahead of you. Oh,
No,
only
Amnon.
Amnon, yeah.
18.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
Nice. All right, so you all escape that square. So they're still kind of slowly shuffling behind you, but you've kind of like gotten away from
21.
a clue. Yeah, it looks like no one failed that. So if I go back here,
Everyone turn this way and make like you're jogging.
Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way.
Wrong way, wrong way. There we go.
all right. So as you make it, this was the square that they were all in. Did you go here or here or here or here?
Let's keep going left. Let's keep going left.
Right there. Okay. What's your next one?
Left again.
Here.
Yes.
Roll another d4.
It's like whenever we come into contact with one of the mountains.
1.
All right.
What did you roll last time?
So here you
3.
arrive without me. So you see like there's a path, like a huge pile of bones, and as you're running towards it, the skeletons are beginning to lift up. You stay in the initiative order that you're in, and as you kind of like pause, this allows the others to begin to catch up here. So now we're back in a kind of a combat round, or you can continue to run. But we're starting off at the top with Kanan. What are you doing? So now there's 4 piles of skeletons. 1 in front of you, 3 coming on the back side.
Malcolm, we can see your
Malcolm,
DM
you're
screen.
sharing your screen.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Cover that up, man. Good lord.
Nothing's really on there, but the skeletons are pretty basic. But yeah, but thank you for letting me know. Let's
Just
see.
astounded as always by how high Kaneth's HP is.
So ridiculous.
We're sprinting.
All right. So this time, Kaneth, are you still running, right?
So I'm gonna run my movement, and then at the end of my movement, hold action
Okay.
to allow Demetra and Amnon to get close to Kaneth. That way he can help defend. Then hold action, kind of shove the skeletons back, and then run.
All right. So then
You're hanging back so we can catch up to you.
Got it. So he's like moving a
Yep.
bit. Hanging back. Got it. Araka is. Who wants to? Do you want to do anything with her, Amnon?
Let me pull up her thing again.
Yeah.
I think
Araka, Red
what I
Apple.
wanted to do
I
was
know what Silverhand is gonna do.
Yeah. So it's Kaneth, Araka, Tempe, Ravi. You guys want to note this? Then one of the skeletons. Then Lady Silverclaw. Then the other skeletons, and then we'll continue to go down. Then it's Dimitri. So then Killjourn's in there. Killjourn, Stagat's in there. So yeah.
KJ, Killjourn.
So, I would like Araka to have her a frightful presence.
Okay. So she does that. Are you looking at a red Abishai? Is your
Yes.
got it? She doesn't have it. I specifically gave you all a specific Araka of the red. If you search Araka red Abishai, that's
If you go into Discord and check for her character sheet.
yeah. I can
My
definitely
bad.
send it
What
over
if-
right now.
Okay.
What if Killjourn makes slow ass Demetra and Amnon invisible so the skeletons don't see them, and we all just keep running and they can't be
So She
seen?
has Devil Sight. She has Magic Resistance. Her weapons are magical. She has. Oh no, I'm sorry. She does have her frightful presence. It is here.
Thanks, I thought we used it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used it.
Yep. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
My fault. So then they need to make a.
Okay, within 120 feet and aware of the Abishai must succeed in a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. Then they have to repeat it every turn.
Nice.
As she like kind of like roars at them, you can kind of see in her she does it. She kind of already knows, but she roars out to them, see if it'll work, and they just mindlessly continue to shamble as they have nothing to fear, as they have no souls, no spirits, no nothing. They are literally just shambling. They're immune to frightened.
And yet they're all up in our business. They have nothing to live for, and yet they're all up in our business.
Yep. So Rocket does
As
that.
it usually
Swooch
is.
over Timpy. You're up. What are you doing?
Tempe's gonna do what Kenneth is doing. I'm gonna run my action. I'm gonna hold my action when I get far enough.
And these way I'm moving the miniatures don't work. Like they're not exacts. They don't really need to be exact. So it's not like
It looks great. The perspective is
Yeah,
great.
yeah. It's really just for the theatrics here. So don't think like, hey, you only moved me 10 feet. I just know that you guys are up there. Other people are flying. Like they're probably rockets flying around. Children's right there next to her. All right. Let's see. Tempe, you're moving up, holding action, right?
Yeah.
And then we're moving to Robbie.
Okay. Let me know if you'll allow this.
Mm.
Can I
You about to break
Pass.
that snow blow?
imagine for a bunch of skeletons? No.
Even more skeletons burst out.
Yeah.
But there are skeletons. Can I cast Long Strider on myself as a first level?
Okay.
Bonus action, shift into full wolf direwolf form.
Okay.
And then I want to go try and see if I can pick up Dimitri and Amnon.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Go scruff us.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Whoa.
So rushing,
We're just dangling.
striding towards the back of the group. When you say pick up, you're not like you're literally like grabbing them in wolf form and dragging them along.
Like, yeah, like maybe I throw someone on my back and then I grab someone else
Oh
by
yeah,
like.
you're going full wolf. You're like
Yeah.
full wolf.
Are you kidding? Demetrius totally going in your back, and Amnon's gonna be the one being dragged.
No, because Amnon can do spellcasting from a distance. Put Amnon over your shoulder so he can pew Eldritch off your shoulder and then bridle me.
Okay. I grab you from.
And I'll have the shield there to guard you from the front.
The scruff of your neck.
Hey,
Have an
watch the armor.
Have an athletics check from your wolf to see.
Yes. Let me see what that is. +3. In A. Do I have an inspiration? I do. I'm gonna use it.
So you're not just dumping us in the dirt.
Good lord! I got one higher. But I get +2 from Demetria, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 6 plus 9.
Well,
So basically, what way I'm going to treat this for now on, like if you're, since I am kind of slowing it down as you all run. So if you move like 30 feet and you're holding an action, then you're essentially still in the same space. If you dash, you move to the next. You literally move to the next square, you know, on the map. That's how we'll treat it, right? Like you dash, you move to the next square. You move regular, you kind of stay in that area, defending, helping your friends. All right, so this leaves us with Robbie. What'd you get?
9.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
I was surprised, Malcolm, that you weren't having us tumble.
You're able
there.
to grab one of them. Otherwise, you can kind of like the movement is all there. It's just like trying to swoop in and save the day.
Ravi's
Did it-
choice.
did
Ravi's
it
choice. Which one do you pick?
The thing is,
No.
so I
Amnon
as a
totally
player,
clumps,
I'm very
Demetria into Ravi, so Ravi has to take her.
okay.
Hey.
All right.
I'm imagining you like shoulder checking her into Ravi.
I mean, Amnon's not a big guy, you know, so he's just like, all right, here we go. Just a little bit.
Baraka's like, get Amnon! Like you feel like
You get him. You get him.
Yeah, he's
trying-
yours.
well,
He's yours. You're his
She
patron.
just tried to do the frighten, right? So they didn't know where it goes, and she's trying to swoop back around towards him.
Even Demetria's like knocking on like Ravi's back, like, hey, turn back around.
But, you know, I'd be like, I can move. Don't worry about me. Just go. I can move.
All right, I did get slashed.
All right. Where we at? So Ravi, you kind of got stuck there. You got. So who'd you take? Take Demetria.
I took Demetria.
All right.
But my speed now is 60.
Okay.
Jesus.
So then you're moving back up to the rest of the group,
Yep.
and Amnon's is back there, trailing with the skeletons.
Meep meep. Blah, 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 blah.
If Robbie's done, the skeleton swarm will move on.
I could have intercepted stuff.
And will attack.
God damn it, Lex.
Okay.
I say with love. God damn it, Lex.
Okay, only got a 16, so they missed again. Jeez, so Amnon's like dodging blows.
They were about to knock into him, and then Demetria over Ravi's shoulder was like,
So while swarmed by them, there's like a deafening clatter of their bones as Amnon is trying not to get hit by them. So while inside the swarm, Amnon is deafened, cannot hear anything outside of the swarm. Lady Silverclaw is up next.
it's a classic. It's a classic. Wall of force, please, Malcolm.
All right, you doing it behind you, or
Doing it behind me. I
Yeah.
want to not cut off Amnon from the group, but I want to cut off as many skeletons as possible from the group.
so you just slicing through the group. So they would have been actually these guys would have moved up. Like, so I'll, because I didn't move them, that's fair. Wall slices through Amnon. I know. So this makes me. I know you can carve the wall how you wish, but Amnon also in that moment has to kind of dive.
Yeah, being safe so that it's as less work as the least amount of work for Amnon possible to end up on our side. If we get a few skeletons, that's fine, but getting rid of as many skeletons as possible.
I need a DC 15 dex save from Amnon.
Araka's gonna break up with Silverhand if she cuts her son off.
Wait, what am I rolling again?
Dex save. DC 15.
Oh, okay. So, I didn't make a 15.
What'd you make?
I got a 13.
Okay.
That's
so
close.
The wall slashes through the skeletons. Like literally tears most of the group to shreds, but puts Amnon, as many of them crumble into pieces behind your wall. As the others are slowly closing in.
Damn it!
And that is a burn spell slot for Lady Silverhand.
Yeah.
So the rest of them, as the ones in front close in on this group here, and these two close in on Amnon because these are the last groups, and they will attack.
I'm sorry, Owen. And I didn't prepare, and Dimitri didn't prepare to spell magic.
Oh, they rolled a 1, so that's not going to hit him. And then they roll second group. So they're not like their blades, while there's so many of them, you would think like they would, but they're just not very tactical. That was a dirty 20 on Amnon.
The 20 was that.
17 points of slashing damage. That's not good for Amnon. Amnon's not the person to be taking that.
I know. I'm sorry.
The ones in front of you will swing on to Tempe, doing 18. Does that hit you, Tempe?
I think it just hits me. No. Well, yeah. If it meets it, it beats it.
So Tempe takes 15 points of slashing damage. And Stagat is up. He's right behind like Ravi over here in this group. If y'all want him to just kind of like stay sprinting,
my son.
Yeah, stay sprinting. If he sprints though, do we move? Here's what I need to know. This is a very. So I hate that you all can't see on your. It's not updating. That sucks. It makes it harder for me, but it's okay. All right.
Maybe next time use owlbear radio.
It is updating now.
Yeah. Where are we moving? Up to the left, right? Where are we moving?
Up to the right.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Since I chose it, I'll roll. 1.
Okay. Can I have an insight check from Demetria?
17.
Okay. Demetria, it appears that wherever the mounds are, the skeletons are prominent. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Wherever the round is not flat, essentially, they seem to be lying, waiting right under the sand as another group bursts up. Putting him in harm's way. He's dashing, so he's running. But we move to we're moving to. Sorry, can't get to my to Kildurn. So Kildurn, you're a planeter. I don't know if you've looked at like.
Yeah, I have.
Pick Amnon up.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
he can fly.
Yeah. He wants to grab Amnon and move as far away as he can.
His stepson. Now that the parent trap between him and
How
Rocket.
high does the wall go? How high does the wall go?
10 feet.
10
feet.
Okay, so you can fly right over the wall, moving.
Pluck. Yoink.
Huh.
Like when you grab a me.
Oh yeah. You can
Grab
I'm
a
like,
me. Exactly.
how bad?
Children,
so
where are
that-
you flying over? Like, if you were looking at the map, I know I keep
I know. I gotta find it.
Milo. Where are you flying to?
Can I fly? How high is it? Can I fly over the wall? Is that right?
Yeah, it's only 10 feet
Yeah,
tall.
you've grabbed Amnon. So
Okay.
now if you move 30 feet to get him, you got what?
Can I just get him? How far can I get him towards where Tempe and Kenneth are?
That's all still in this space, because the only person that's moved to another space. Oh wait, no. Yeah, so you guys are technically like right here, but Stagot's kind of got some trouble going on here. So yeah, if you were here, where are you trying to fly into? You can see skeletons sprouting up here, but you're flying again. So
Yeah.
If you
Is
were
there
to
an
try-
empty space where I could drop him?
you want to go for here, or like
Yeah. Can I go that way?
there?
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
the way we want to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no touching anything.
Yeah. I don't want to touch anything. I want to go to that empty space probably.
So as you fly to that space, as you kind of swoop down and land, and you look around, nothing breaks, nothing opens around you for
Yes.
the time being.
Good job,
Can
team.
Can I? How bad does Amnon look?
He can tell you.
He's down 17.
Can I? Since I did that, can I still use? What does he have here? Healing touch on him?
You can. Well, you did
Or-
120 feet, 30. I'll give you that. That all that was like your regular movement flying. So then you
Yeah.
can still do your
Okay. So it's like I would probably heal him completely because if he's down to 17. It's 68.
No, he is down 17. He is down
Yeah,
17.
I'm at 41.
Down 17.
And I'm tasking you guys, because then we might pause here soon. So I'm tasking you to track. So if you're tracking you got to keep track of how many healings. Keep track of that for next game.
Maybe keep hold of the healing until more of us are maybe injured.
Okay. All right. Then sure. So don't heal him.
Not yet.
Okay. Fine.
I mean, if you want to, you can. If you want to, you can.
Dimitri,
Well, I mean,
you
I wanted to, but Killjourn doesn't give a shit. So, you know what I mean? I mean, like I was doing.
God,
Amnon.
no. Now I feel bad about that. Now I feel like we're gonna regret that.
Well, I mean, how many? It doesn't say how many uses I have as a. You know what I mean, right? Like,
Doesn't it?
oh, it
It
says
should-
4 a
It
day.
should.
4 a
It
day.
should.
It's 4 a day, right? So
Okay, 4 a day. You can heal him. Go ahead and heal him.
yeah. All right. So hold on.
I'm just thinking we probably still have a boss fight to go, and we have no long rests left.
I would have healed him for 30 points of healing damage.
Dang. So he's top to back up.
I am. Thank you, sir.
Bahamut blesses you.
And that is received.
Okay, so I'm in Ravi's arms.
You're on my back.
I'm on your back. Are we like in the thick of the group
You're in the
now?
thick of those skeletons that are in front of you. Yes.
Okay.
So if you guys can either get out of that, otherwise those other skeletons behind, if they get to their, they're gonna pile on Stagat. So Stagat's probably in the most trouble. The rest of you guys can probably handle this group. But yeah, that's where you guys are at.
Where's Stagat? So I'm in Ravi. Where's Ravi? Where's Stagat?
And, I say that Araka is carrying Lady Silverclaw.
Love that. Love that.
While Killjourn is healing Amnon, he goes, Dragonborn in my order are treated very well. He starts trying to recruit
trying to
them.
convert Araka's son.
Take this pamphlet.
Yeah. Have you
He's
heard
got,
about
I'm
our Lord
imagining
and
like
Savior?
the glowing golden
Bahamut?
armor with a little Mormon name tag that says Killjourn. Elder Killjourn.
and Donna just, graciously just bows. I appreciate it, but Araka has
Think about it.
So
chosen.
Dimitri, you're right there on the back of the wolf. So yeah, I don't know. They're literally riding Ravi, so you could stay on Ravi and attack. I don't know, like.
Yeah, I'll stay on Ravi, but I will say to Ravi, I'll be like, kid, we got to get to Stagat, and then I'll just hit whatever skeleton is closest to me.
Okay.
And
While
I'll head to
while
Stagat.
staying in Ravi's arms, unless he drops me. All right, so new abilities. But first attack, 14.
14. Will.
Wait, 14? No, 15.
That
plus
will
8.
hit.
Dope. And are they are undead, yes?
Yes, they are undead.
That means the Mace of Disruption plus my fun new Enhanced Smite D8.
Yep.
That's 6, 7, 8 plus 4, 12 points. Do you want me to separate bludgeoning from
Nope. You can
radiant?
give it. Yeah, you can give it all to me. They're gonna take all. They're not resistant to any of it. So.
All right. And then second attack is a 21.
That's gonna hit.
5, 10.
And you can see that they move
17,
slow enough to where, like, essentially
20.
their AC's around 13. So they're easy to hit. So many of them, you almost like throw your blade out and you're gonna land a blow.
Well, that one was much better. It was a 24.
Okay, it's gonna hit.
Is the skeleton under 25 hit points?
How much damage did you do?
24, and then I think the one before that. What was the one before that? 14. I felt like it was less than that.
The group is under. Yes.
Then it needs to, with the Mace of Disruption, it needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, and if it fails, it is destroyed.
Oh shit. Okay. So tell me
The Mace of
tell me what it
Disruption.
looks like as you use the Mace of Disruption to repel the entire, squad, the entire band of skeletons around you.
So Demetrius hanging onto like Ravi's back, like with one hand on like the back of his armor, and she just slashes down with one big massive crunch, and as she sort of crushes through the skeletons, almost like electric radiant sparks fly off of the Mace of Disruption, and then she pulls for the backhand and just clears through them, all while hanging on her massive werewolf son's back.
Love it. And
Good old Mace of Disruption. Shout out to Gilded, friends of the channel, for their excellent customer service and their excellent radiant damage dice.
Love it. All right, brain slowing down. It is Demetria Amnon. So Amnon, what do you want to
Do you convert?
Can Amnon just cheer him on and be like, yeah, come to me?
So, because I imagine, you're in the clutches of Kildren, right? He just swoops you up. That still doesn't mean you can't cast spells or cast Eldritch Blast, or if you want to.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Because the guy is close to being attacked, so I don't know if there's you can see that from above.
Well, I can't shoot past the wall, right? Is it that wall?
Outside of you're no longer. So she only put this back group behind the wall. So now there's just one group in front of you that's about to rush the god. The other group is stuck. This group is stuck behind the wall.
They're clawing at the walls.
Yeah.
So Amnon kind of looks and is deciding whether he should stop them from killing Stegata.
If you want the god to die, here's the moment where you allow it to happen.
Yeah.
No, stop it.
And then he shakes his
Pepe
head,
notices and he's
raises
real happy
his
about it.
blasting rod and fires his.
And you can see the guy like holding his sword up, kind of like standing as they like. It was literally that moment from like was it the Game of Thrones when Jon Snow is like.
Oh yeah, he like pulls the scabbard off the sword.
He's just gonna die.
Tempe gives Stegata a look like this is what he was talking about.
I will don't test me. I will use the motherfucking scroll on this dude just to prove a point.
Okay.
Stegata does have Kaneth's magic shield, so his AC is a little bit higher.
Love it.
Nice.
So Amnon's gonna cast Maddening Hex on one of the skeletons there.
Okay. What is that?
And so that one skeleton and 5 feet around him is gonna take 4 damage of psychic damage.
Well, remember they're a swarm, so when you cast it on the whole group.
Okay, cool. So they take 4 damage.
4 damage, okay.
And now
one group takes 4. All right. And then what happens? Anything next?
yeah, so then I fire my Eldritch Blast. So then the first one is a 13 to hit.
Okay, that will hit.
Great. And then the next one. Okay, so the lowest one is a 10 to hit.
That one will miss. The only one that blows into the ground. Boom, the gravel right outside of the group as they're like bearing down on Stagat. He's just holding his sword up, ready for whatever. He's still trying to move. He's not being stupid, but he's also he can't outrun the positioning that he's in, of course, until his turn, right? So you're just.
So then the two that hit, they do 24 damage.
Nice.
Take all of that, pieces flying off of them, kind of reducing the group of like 10 skeletons down to half. These giant skeletons lumbering forward. Top of the top of the round, probably last round here, Kenneth, you are up. Demetria just single-handedly with that what's the weapon called? The mace
of disruption.
Just sent these skeletons flying. You can see like 30 feet away from you, the skeletons pushing in. Like, you could go and meet those that are fighting Stagat, or you can kind of run or do whatever, but just kind of giving you the image of where you're at. Kenneth, what do you want to do?
Yep, Kenneth is going to go support Stagat.
Thank you.
All right, so he goes rushing up. So you're rushing into the swarm. What do you do?
Good old 3 attacks.
Okay. Good old. I wish I had good old 3 attacks. I'm out here with 2 attacks.
You guys get 2 attacks?
Cries and spellcaster. Over in the Curse of Strahd game, we just leveled up to where all the martial classes get their 2 attacks, and I'm over here in Bard just crying.
Hey, we get those 3rd level spells.
That's true.
That'll be 6 plus 9, so that'll be a 15 for the lowest to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Alright, so that'll be 10, 10, and 13.
Nice.
All the 10, and that's damage. 10, 10, 13.
Yep.
Okay, that destroys that swarm.
Go, Kenneth.
Yeah, so I mean, if there's anything you want to add to that, so Kenneth, you're like, this is like a moment to it's kind of like shows how strong and how far this party's come, because you're literally watching Kenneth, like literally Demetria one-handed, boom, radiant light goes out, skeletons drop, and here Kenneth is just swinging through these things, cutting this one across the Achilles, cutting this one through the rib cage, and just bones are just shattering and raining down all around. Stagat is kind of like looking at him like, good shit, there.
They are now bros.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna look at Stagat and just say, "I too am just a man."
Yeah.
I love it.
I love that.
And from here, we move to Araka. If there's she can just continue to there. So at this moment, here's what I'll say: breaking the moment as the skeletons behind you can no longer advance. I'll skip Araka because she's not these are side characters. So at least for this moment, Tempe, you're up. Ravi's next. I'll just break it and say, characters, where do they now? They're starting to see like where the skeletons are and aren't. Where do they move next on the path?
It's going to keep following that northwest.
Yeah, we should go to where Killjoy dropped Amnon, right? Because there was nothing there.
I think we're there.
Are we?
I think going northwest from where we are, just staying in that empty,
So
on those
go
empty.
down this way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have to cut in between those mountains there.
Yeah,
but then
and then we'll go.
Yeah,
we'll go directly towards the base of the volcano.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are running, and as you just kind of start to huff it and pick up speed here, what I will ask for is you definitely start to understand, and because of the way you're running, you notice that for that entire path, no other creatures, no more of the skeletons are jumping up around you. It's as you go through that last valley that some of them. A mound of them begins to stir, and you're just kind of trying to huff it through, not to be trapped by them as their claws reach up from the sand and from the ash around you. Can I just get athletics? As you're not even really, you're not trying to dodge. I'm just huffing it through. Athletics check from all of you.
Oh fuck!
That's easy.
God damn it. So,
I guess it's
I
not.
already
14?
used my inspiration.
well, you're on my back.
Oh, okay. What am I rolling for? Yeah, that's right. I am on your back. I'm chilling. Roll good for us, buddy.
I got a nat 20. If someone really fumbles it, I would like to be helping them.
I got a 26.
Oh, they got a 14.
Getting heavier with every
I'll
step.
need your
huh,
help,
buddy?
Kenneth. I got a 5.
All right, so I'm hearing a lot of high numbers here. Okay.
Dimitri has Yzma on Kronk's back right now.
Anything under that? Anything under a 14?
Yep.
What'd you get?
I got 5.
Oh shit!
God damn
Amnon,
it.
jeez, I swear to God.
Okay, if I wasn't getting carried, my roll was a 6.
Actually,
If I wasn't getting
But isn't Amnon being
You're
carried by
being
Killjoy?
You're being carried by
Yeah.
Killjoy.
Oh, all right, cool. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
You're getting bridled by Killjoy.
What happened? Actually, talk amongst yourself here for a second. I'll be right back.
Ooh, that means he's planning on killing us. Oh wait, you turned the whole thing off.
Ravi's talking to Dimitri. I'm just being.
Front row. Dimitri is scratching behind his ear.
Ravi stops for a second as he starts to like twitch his leg.
Come on, buddy. Good job, buddy. My dog son.
God.
Next level, I can fly.
Oh right, you're gonna be a flying direwolf. Malcolm, you didn't hear that.
I didn't. I actually-
Malcolm kills me.
At Malcolm, don't read this.
I won't. Let's see something. Let me get a few things here that I want to.
Like, let me go get the Tiamat out of the closet. Let me just.
And so as you all are running, and as Kildren is flying Amnon through that section, suddenly the skeletons that are like bursting out of the ground, they seem to like be reaching up, but they seem to be sinking into the ground, like the ground is collapsing under all of you, but you're all just clearing. It's almost like a sinkhole is appearing under you, and you're just clearing it as all those skeletons that would have been grabbing at you are being sucked into something. And as you clear it, and as Amnon makes it over the top and you turn around, you guys are sitting at the base of the volcano. This giant worm
Oh
comes out of the ground.
Is it the...
And starts to like swallowing the bones. And it kicks up so much dust, you're all coughing, you can't see through the mist, and then you hear a and the thing slices in half and kind of clears off and falls to the ground. And you all are standing there as it's dead, and all of its ichor is, and you start to see this figure like walking through the mist. And as you all are kind of like, preparing for what is to, to come out of this fog, you hear this voice. There you are. and the voice comes deep and chilling as it is calm. You dare stand against my queen? And out of the shadows walks Archon.
Oh,
fuck.
fuck.
Oh God.
And so, what he kind of looks like.
He looks like Joe Manganiello.
Out of
Awesome.
this ashy mist comes this figure. He stands eye to eye with both. He stands eye to eye with both Araka and Killjourn. He's red dragon kind. He has a tail unlike Killjourn, and he has that heavy tail is thudding along with his feet, and he wears this heavy obsidian colored adorned armor that is adorned in the symbol of the 5-headed dragon. His shield is on his back, and his axe that he's just used to cleave this thing in two, he holsters. But his left hand is corrupted and decaying in this green yellow flesh, and he holds it at his side, and it seems to be a weapon of its own. I see you. All of you blasphemers shall be judged. You have made it this far under the mercy and the might of Queen Takesis, but I will ensure your path ends here. This is where you end. Does anybody say anything to him? Or what do you do? Just,
I bark.
Tempe mouths.
and he
I
takes
hate
a step
this.
forward. Tippy
Bahamut
bows
won against your queen once. She's gonna win again.
And Araka,
Or no, he's gonna win again.
you shall fall first for your transgressions. Baraka kind of like growls and pulls her blades. Tippy?
Tempe just mouths, I hate this place.
Demetria
And readies his rapier. Like, he's just ready.
hops off of Ravi's back and gets the shield and the disruptor mace ready. Oh god.
Don't suppose you'd want an honorable duel?
Can I shift into my hybrid form?
You can.
Amnon's just gonna start shooting.
He responds. You can't.
No, wait, honorable duel. Honorable duel.
No
What about this
honor.
honorable duel?
There's no duels here. I just want bloodshed.
Demetria turns to Kenneth.
Then your blood
So
we shall
he's with-
shed.
He's without honor. Let's kill this motherfucker. Oh
But it
god.
looks like blasting.
Can I cast a 4th level Spirit Guardians?
Can I cast kill this motherfucker? Can I cast power?
Can I cast Power Word Kill?
Class whatever you have, yep.
I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians 4th level.
Okay.
And I'm gonna omit our allies from that.
He takes another step forward.
Silverhand's gonna
Sheathes
cast
his
banishment.
axe.
Silverhand is gonna cast banishment.
Banish him. Banish him. Kick his ass.
What if
You
this
look at
is
that-
his native realm?
If it is his native realm, doesn't he go somewhere else?
You can take him to a.
He goes to a demi-plane.
Demi-plane.
Yeah.
Okay, he needs to. Wait, you attempt
Charisma save.
Charisma saving throw. Charisma saving throw.
What's the DC?
This guy's not at all intimidating. That should work.
Her DC is huge.
Good. Sorry, I need to cast that. And
Yeah,
he
you need to
got
roll, and her
a-
save DC looks like it is saving throws. Where is it on the sheet? God damn it!
It
I'm
should be
panicked.
8 plus her intelligence modifier plus proficiency.
So 8 plus intelligence modifier
He got a
plus
21.
13 plus proficiency. It doesn't have her proficiency on here.
If she's a 20th level
Emergency bonus
character,
plus
that'll
4.
be
It should have
6.
her. Yeah,
Plus
That's
4.
4 plus 8 plus 5. So that's 17.
He would have beat it.
Mm.
He chuckles, and his body flickers as she casts it as it hits him, but he stays there.
Kenneth is gonna step up to him.
Okay. He growls.
After-
He grabs his axe. He like kind of goes into a defensive stance as Kenneth approaches him. Anything you're doing, Kenneth?
He's taking the dodge action as he approaching him. Pretty
Okay.
much. So
Hovering
also
over the
taking-
dodge button.
Yep, hitting the dodge button, pretty much saying, what was it? It's like, Amnon, you must get to the top, finish your task. Leave this to us.
He's right. You have to go.
Yes, Amnon. Get to your task. Time is running out. Tick tock.
Can I also run up to him?
Yes?
Okay,
No.
he has to do a wisdom saving throw of 16.
He got a 16 on that. He rolled low.
Okay.
I mean, it's me to beat it, so yeah. I'm sorry, but I don't know if he gets anything after that.
3, 11, 16, 22. He takes 11 radiant damage.
And it's
As these like women pop up behind me of like one who's older, like an older one, like a regular middle-aged one, and then like a younger one. like
Maiden,
the
mother, and
Alex.
crone.
Yeah, exactly.
I just like seeing what you can do. And as they hit him, boom, the radiant damage, his body shifts, and you realize it's all in a it's a type of illusion, and he fades away. I'll be seeing you, and he blows away in the dust. And as Amnon is running towards the thing, you all look off and you hear the ground rumbling in the distance. You look out, you see infernal war machines coming, and they're
we gotta go.
Like there's tons of them. There's an army coming, and they're minotaurs, they're marauders, and the machine at the front, the devil ride at the front is way off in the distance. Is Archon.
We gotta go.
He was
Doc?
project casting himself, and you say you gotta go, and
we gotta go.
So
I'm dragging Amnon.
Should I shift back into wolf form and just book it as far as I can?
Book it.
Okay, I'll shift back into wolf form, grab Amnon, and then just take off as far as I can. I need to get him to that forge.
You run you run inside the temple. It happens to be kind of an open space to a structure. And as you get inside, Lady Silverhands uses her force to close the structure. As she can see the marauders bearing down on them, and you also, as like the last thing you all see as the structures are closing, is that all the mounds are all raising. All the skeletons are standing up, and they all have green eyes, which they didn't have before. They all have green glowing eyes, the same color as Archon's hand. And we crash to black.
Hey, Asmodeus, get better control of your fucking realm.
This place sucks.
Asmodeus, this is embarrassing.
That was a good game, though.
Yeah, good game.
That was a really good. That was
Hey,
really
Malcolm.
good.
Hey, Malcolm. That fucking purple worm move you had the mini. You put the mini on the table. I know about
really
purple
good.
worms. I was scared for us then. And then you pulled this.
I could tame a purple worm.
So yeah,
he was an illusion.
So basically, he can project himself, and when he projects himself, that kills the worm. But then it's just he's not really there. It does damage.
You know what? That's kind of embarrassing that you have to project yourself to kill a purple worm. Like, just kill a purple worm if you can, you know?
Wow.
Good game. Well, we'll be fending off the tower while Amnon builds.
I was so scared. I was so scared.
I was gonna say Kenneth was gonna stay outside the fortress and hold the line.
And I would have stayed
Is that
with
what he
you.
wants to do? I mean, honestly, Kenneth, I'm not gonna take your agency away from you. I'm just gonna say you can.
Hey, Malcolm, let's see that Archon mini. Put him up to
Yeah, he's not the fancy one.
Did you paint them? Did you paint them?
I didn't paint him. It's the Wiz
Oh, you
Kid
got him. You got the WizKid one. I love that mini, man.
Yeah, it's cool with the hand, with his hand like outstretched.
That's a cool mini.
It was so funny that you guys somebody said you said darkness today, and I was reading because you were asking me last time how are you gonna play him, and I know you've always told me that Killjourn is James Earl Jones in terms of his voice.
Yeah.
I looked online. Somebody had sent a message to Joe Magnello and asked him, "How do you play Archon?" And Joe just responds, "Darth Vader, Thulsa Doom, and Darkness." And I almost cried because those are my favorite villains of all time. Like Vader's probably my third, but Darkness and Thulsa Doom, if you know Conan, that's like James Earl Jones. So it's James Earl Jones and Darkness from Legend. I'm like,
Like, but Joe, what if I'm a lady and I'm trying to DM?
So yeah, that's he should be fun to.
I'm so hyped. I can't wait
wait
for
to
next
kill
week.
him.
I'm scared.
This is
I'm hyped,
great.
but I'm scared.
But that was cool. Yeah, he was. He was trying to get them to draw out some of their spell slots, which he did. So that was good.
Which he did.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's why, I was kind of because you guys normally I'd be like roll initiative, right? But he was like he just takes another step. Like he was just like menacing.
Yeah, I was thinking that it was gonna be such a hard boss fight that you were being nice and letting us get like a round off. I thought it was Malcolm being nice. I didn't realize it was a no initiative type situation.
Yeah, I hear you. And
Spirit Guardians is concentration, so I can hang on to it.
Hang on to it. Yeah, this is gonna be. So we are. Yeah, we're in the thick of it. This is
into the thick of it.
What's it gonna be like when we kill Archon? It's gonna suck for him.
Joe Manganiello's gonna come and kick our ass.
Yeah.
You gotta unfollow Malcolm on Instagram.
Shout out Joe
I
Manganiello.
will say I had fun in an episode where you guys didn't kill mostly. You had to mostly just roleplay. That was a lot of fun. And like roleplay with a sense of like whimsical, like relaxed.
We haven't had that in a while. We haven't had that in
so long.
We gotta get Demetrius' bum boyfriend off the couch, bro. Like, oh my god.
Look, I pay rent. All right, he can be here.
It was super nice of him. It was super nice of him to try to make amends, but he keeps leaving no cereal in the box, putting the cereal boxes back empty and shit. You know what I mean?
You got him drinking from your
I feel like
orange
it's
juice out of the
Friday in
carton.
here,
Your
man.
name's on it.
We always got peanut butter, no jelly, cereal, no milk because of him. It's
I
terrible.
can't wait till Tempe and Stakot fell in love.
I can't wait until Demetria forces them to go on a whimsical side quest mini episode together where she's like, I need the two of you to bring me this specific fruit and you have to do it together. And the fruit like doesn't exist, so they spend all day in the market.
That's when they fall in love.
That's how they fall in love.
I saw that episode of Rebels.
There's my new mini. Look at that
That's good.
in that plate. Look at that. Very
For
nice.
those
It's
of you
so
at
funny about
home-
the barber being there. I nearly redid her hair, but I think I stuck with the braid. But I nearly picked a shorter haircut for her. But I'm like, no, it wouldn't make sense. There wasn't a moment in game for it to happen.
Oh, we're
Got
gonna
it.
almost go see the barber.
Yeah, go get an undercut.
You know what's funny?
Yeah, I also
share
want- I
this
did
with
wanna
you
get an
only 'cause,
undercut.
like the chance of going back there might be slim. I mean, unless you lose your soul. But the
It's not lost. It's
I
being
know.
loaned.
Bernie the barber is a Bahamut follower.
Oh, and she's hot. I need to. Okay, we need to redo.
There you go. There you go.
That
Stakot and
so that
Tempe,
was the sense of
Demetria and the
Bahamut that
barber.
she was sensing. It wasn't any Bahamut. Like the Infernal Rapture itself has no Bahamut, but there's a Bahamut follower on the site. That's why I said it's the most faint.
Oh, so it's we'll have a beautiful epilogue romance. Me and Bernie.
I love it. Oh
So
man. Oh, that was good.
I'm gonna hold on to that spot. I can't wait to make Lex cry with that
Oh man, that's
scroll.
And
yeah.
we'll see, Cheryl. We'll see.
This was definitely some good character building that could, make for some.
Oh, the Amnon and Demetria thing was so wholesome.
That was
That
beautiful.
was
I
good. That
loved
was
it.
good. Yeah, that was really good.
I love how the relationship really has come from back when Amnon was first asking Demetria for help reading the contract. And now we're down here in hell together getting it finished. That's wonderful. That's lovely.
Shit.
Like
You seem to all be looking pretty good going into the.
I got a little scratch. Are we doing another dungeon?
I think I'm down one.
I won't say,
One,
but
two
this is
spells.
a structure. This is a.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is the
down.
structure.
Place, so it's.
I wonder if we're gonna be in a dungeon on our next Dungeons and Dragons game.
Isn't
I
that
wonder
weird
if
in
there'll be
Dungeons and Dragons in
dragons.
2023? Dungeons are like. They're like the rarest thing for you to actually be in this game.
I love a good dungeon.
That's
When's
good
the
to
next
know,
time you had to
because
go
I actually
kill a
never.
bunch of
I
spiders?
actually would never think you guys like dungeons.
I
would think
feel
if
like
I had to
dungeons are
guess at
fun,
this
but they
point, I
have to be
wouldn't.
like
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
There has to be a reason why we're there beyond let's explore. Like all the times that we've done dungeons so far,